Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Game Night in the Region, right here on the Region Sports Network, streaming worldwide on the internet at facebook.com/regionsports and regionsports.com. We come to you tonight from Viking Field at Valparaiso High School as the Region Sports Network presents the RSN number 2 Valparaiso Vikings taking on the RSN number 4 Michigan City Wolves. Along with Josh Huddleston, I'm Jerry Siska. We will bring you all of tonight's exciting action here in this big DAC matchup. Brandon Root on the camera, and Nate Ramian is also here doing production on site. That is your Region Sports Network crew here this evening from Viking Field in Valparaiso. Josh, great to see you. This should be a fun one. We've got two high-scoring teams here. We've got a chance to see an offensive explosion.
Absolutely. Anytime you get two RSN top 5 teams in a matchup this early in the season, it's going to be an exciting game. The atmosphere here, as I was pulling up, is super exciting. The fans are excited, and we're in for a show tonight.
You are listening to and watching the Tech Tailgate Show, and that is brought to you by Tech Credit Union. With 5 Northwest Indiana locations to serve you, visit techcu.org for more information. Let's take a little bit of a look at the schedule in the first 3 weeks for both of these ball clubs. The home team, the Valparaiso Vikings, come in with a record of 3-0. They defeated Penn, Hammond Central, and then went to 1-0 in the DAC last week with a 56-26 victory at LaPorte. Michigan City comes in with a record of 2-1, having defeated South Bend Riley and Warsaw in the first 2 games of the season, but suffered a late ball game defeat to Chesterton last week. That game at home, 27-20. So the Wolves come in at 0-1 in the DAC. So right out of the gate, and Michigan City facing Maryville and Lake Central in the next 2 weeks, if they want any chance at any piece of this conference title, they have to have this victory tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're in the DAC, that's a tough stretch for any ball club, and Michigan City gets it early. They're going to truly find out who they are, what their identity is. Had a tough game last week against a really good Chesterton, well-coached Trojan team. They battled it out to the very end, and they came up on the short end, but they're looking to rebound tonight against the Valpo Vikings here, and it should be a good game.
And Valparaiso, while you're 1-0, you've got rival Chesterton next week, and then Maryville October 1st. So you really, if you want a piece of this, you can't afford to stumble tonight either. There's a lot on the line for both of these teams for a very early season conference matchup.
Absolutely. I think the conversation in the locker room the coaches are having with their players is exactly that. One game at a time, win the game tonight on the field, and we'll let the stats and the records take care of themselves at the end.
We're going to take a quick break, and Josh and I will be back with more on the Tech Tailgate Show right after this. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Did you know?
Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait.
Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week?
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party?
Did you know?
They have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area?
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strachan Van Til, now you know.
Welcome back to the Tech Tailgate Show. Now, some of the pregame festivities from here at Valpo on this weekend when we commemorate the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
I tell you, Jay, Valpo's done a nice job with this Patriot night here.
behalf of Valparaiso High School and our entire community, we welcome every first responder to this great Valparaiso Viking Patriot Night. In remembrance of our recent 20-year anniversary of the tragic day at 9/11, we know your jobs have been even harder since then. Let's please take a moment of silence to honor those lost on 9/11. Thank you. To all of our police, fire, military, and EMS, saying thank you doesn't seem like enough to cover how we should be honoring you. So this night, we are showing you, by our turnout, by our smiles, by our handshakes, and by our hugs and greetings, what you do each and every day for the safety of our country and our own community is what we call heroic. Professor Joseph Campbell said, "A hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than oneself." You all have given yourself to something bigger. You are the reason we gather here. Your heroism, bravery, intelligence, strength, and courage are what sets you apart from the rest. It's why we honor you tonight. To lay our heads down at night, feeling safe and secure, to know that somebody out there has our backs and will defend us at all costs. Well, those somebodies are all of you. Thank you for all your selfless service. Now, if you all would please rise, and let's show all of our heroes our honor, respect, and gratitude with a huge Valpo thank you. God bless all of you and the USA.
So we await the playing of the national anthem as the honor guard is there at the 50-yard line. A lot to remember, and a lot of people to thank, and a lot of people lost their lives 20 years ago on 9/11. I'm sure, just like myself, you remember where you were that day and at that time that all happened. It's something that none of us will ever forget.
Never.
Changed our country forever because we always thought we were the country that would be safe from any type of a terrorist attack on our soil. So it must be the elementary school cheerleading night here at Valpo. On the camera, you can probably see all the young ladies, a couple rows deep across the track down in front of the Valparaiso sideline. There's a big Valpo contingent here out to see their Vikings playing tonight. This side is quite full.
Absolutely, Jerry. This is a full crowd tonight. The little kids speaks to the Valpo Viking tradition, getting these kids started early and up through the program.
You are watching the Tech Tailgate Show. It's brought to you by Tech Credit Union, celebrating 85 years of serving the community. Check them out at techcu.org. We're still about 11 and a half minutes away from kickoff. We're going to kind of let these festivities kind of play themselves out for all of the viewers on Facebook.com, and then we'll quickly get a little bit in about both of these ball clubs before we get done with this Tech Tailgate Show and we get to the kickoff of tonight's ball game. Josh, the weather is absolutely beautiful. Right now we're looking at temperatures at about 75 degrees. And what we're looking for weather-wise this evening is only about a 4 or 5 degree drop between now and the end of the game. Natural after the sun sets at this time of the year as we approach fall. But an absolutely gorgeous night for football.
Absolutely. If you're a player, this is what you dream of. The weather is perfect. The wind is not going to be a factor tonight. It's almost at a standstill.
Yeah, right now the flag over in the north end zone is not moving at all.
Absolutely not. So this is what, if you're a football player, this is what you dream of. 75 and nice.
We do want to remind you that this broadcast is a production of the Region Sports Network. Any other use, duplication, reproduction, or retransmission of the accounts and descriptions of this contest without the expressed written consent of the Region Sports Network is prohibited. Again, Patriots night here at Valparaiso High School, honoring first responders and remembering the 20th anniversary of 9/11. And then we move on to the main event of the night, and should be an outstanding football game here between the Valparaiso Vikings and the Michigan City Wolves.
These type of games, Jerry, are easy to get hyped up for.
They certainly are. Even if you're just the announcers.
Even if you're just the announcers, I'm excited. If you're a fan of football, you got two powerhouse programs in the DAC ready to battle it out on the gridiron. It doesn't get much more exciting than this.
So once again, another round of applause for all the honorees here tonight at Valpo on Patriot Night. And I anticipate we should at any moment now have the playing of the national anthem from the Valparaiso High School Marching Band, which at the moment for the festivities to be able to take place on the field are located down behind the goalpost on the north end zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we wanted to acknowledge the 13 fallen soldiers that were killed in the airport attack in Kabul, Afghanistan recently. If you could direct your attention to the southwest part of the end zone, you will see 13 chairs with each having an American flag and candle.
Brandon could get that on camera to the southwest corner of the end zone where the 13 chairs are for the 13 fallen soldiers and what took place at the airport in Afghanistan.
Thank you.
I tell you, Jerry, this festivities gives me chills.
It does. I think sometimes the best way to handle this as an announcer is just let the viewer witness and listen to everything that's transpiring. If you want to follow all of tonight's Region Football scores live on the Strachan Van Til Hometown Scoreboard, you can do it there, streaming on Facebook.com/Region Sports and RegionSports.com. Strachan Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Again, this is the Tech Tailgate Show being brought to you by Tech Credit Union, Financial Services for Life. Visit techcu.org to find more about Tech Credit Union. And now here come the Vikings in their locker room on the south end zone, carrying the American flag, many of them carrying the American flag. We're still about 5.5 minutes away from kickoff, which I expect will be a little more than that because we still have the national anthem to play. Michigan City enters the stadium from the southwest end zone.
What a tribute here tonight, Jerry.
That's really moving, isn't it? And here come the Valparaiso Vikings.
That is quite the entrance.
It sure is. It sure is.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise
Now,
and face the flag and
it is time for the playing of our national anthem.
With the playing and singing of our national anthem.
More fireworks as the playing of the national anthem concludes, and applause and congratulations to everyone here at Valparaiso High School. That was a tremendous tribute here on Patriot night prior to tonight's game between the Vikings and the Michigan City Wolves. We're going to take a quick break, and Josh and I will be back with the coin toss, a little bit about the teams, and we're going to get this one underway. You're watching the Tech Tailgate Show, brought to you by Tech Credit Union, with 5 Northwest Indiana locations to serve you. And you are watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Along with Josh Huddleston, Jerry Siska back with you here at Valparaiso. Vikings won the toss. They've deferred. Michigan City will get the football first. You have been watching the Tech Tailgate Show, sponsored by Tech Credit Union, celebrating 85 years of serving the community. Check them out at techcu.org. We want to thank Toyota of Maryville for sponsoring high school football right here on the Region Sports Network. And when you're looking for your next new or pre-owned vehicle, visit Toyota of Maryville. Toyota of Maryville. We make it easy. So the Michigan City Wolves will get the football first. Should be 19-7 going deep. Yes, looks like Jaden Hart here on the near side and Keenan Tucker over on the far side, as Michigan City in the white will be going from left to right here in this opening quarter.
Excited to see what the Michigan City Wolves can do on offense. They come in averaging 39 points a game. They do a lot of it with their dual threat quarterback, both through the air and on the ground.
Tony Johnson will do the kicking for Valparaiso as we are set to get underway. Vikings, Wolves, right here on the Regis Sports Network. Stay with us. Hope you enjoy the game. Here's the approach and the boot. At the 1 yard line, that's Hart. He's out to the 15, 20, going to be dropped around the 23-yard line, and that's where Michigan City will begin, 1st and 10.
If I'm Michigan City, I'm coming out. I'm going to establish a little run game, eat up some of that clock, and keep that Valpo offense off of the field. While it sounds easy for us to say up here, Jerry, it's a daunting task against this Valpo Vikings defense.
It most certainly is. So, Tyler Bush is in at quarterback for Michigan City to begin this game. He's going to hand off the left side across the 25 to around the 27-yard line.
The read option by Bush there is a give read. Valpo's in a 4-man front here. Straight across, they're in right into the teeth of the Vikings defense.
Raytheon Anderson with the carry. And for Anderson, we'll give him a pickup of 4, and it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 6 for City. Bush, pass, caught. And dropped at about the 34-yard line. Now that's the quarterback who had been playing for Michigan City, Gio Laurent, that made that catch.
Valpo is respecting the speed of Laurent there. They were playing a little cushion. He ran a nice hitch route, and the quarterback hit him right between the numbers.
So that pickup was 5, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and short here, Jerry.
Third and a short yard for Michigan City, opening drive of the game. Handoff. That looks like Anderson again, but he's going to get pushed back. It's going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot of the football, Josh, and I think I see both officials signaling 1st down. So Anderson's going to be given a yard and a 1st down for Michigan City.
If you're Michigan City kids and you've been reading the papers and hearing about this defense and you go out and 3 plays and a 1st down, you got to be feeling pretty good about yourself.
So 3 plays to get the 1st down for Michigan City, 10:25 remaining in this opening quarter. Again, Tyler Bush at quarterback for the Wolves. Just one man in the backfield. They're going to go trips to the wide side. That's left. Bush looking that way. Looking, firing. No flag on that one. Oh, there was the flag because the hit came early before the football got there.
Absolutely. The outside linebacker for Valpo got twisted a little bit. He did a good job of coming back to the defender there, to the receiver, pardon me, and he just got there a tad bit too early.
The toss was intended for Jaden Hart, and this will give Michigan City another 1st down, this time via the penalty. It'll be a 15-yard walk-off on the Vikings.
They're right at midfield here. This is a good drive so far for Michigan City.
Michigan City at the 50, as you said. Josh, 1st and 10. They're going to go trips right this side, which is the wide side. Anderson's going to get it, and he's going to take it on the short side, and he's going to gain about 3 to the 47. He's 2nd and 7.
Michigan City's doing a good job of mixing run and pass on this first drive here. Typically the first.
Bush, 3-step drop. He's looking left, firing downfield. It's a catch made. It was near the 20-yard line. Incomplete. Out of bounds. That looked like Hart again, the intended receiver.
Valpo brought the pressure up the middle. The running back did a great job picking up the blitz there. I was surprised to see Valpo without a safety help over the top. They were bringing the heat on that play.
Excuse me, that time it was Traylon Simmons, the intended receiver. 15 and 19, the numbers look kind of similar, especially all the way across the field. 3rd and 7 for the Vikings. 9:23. Clock stopped here in the first quarter. Bush, quick toss, and dropped by Laurent. And that's incomplete, 4th down.
Michigan City tried to do a wide receiver screen there to their wide receiver. Valpo was all over it. They recognized it. That's great coaching by the Valpo Vikings.
Hayden Vineyard, Anthony Schaefer on to return this punt. Elijah Robinson to kick it away for Michigan City. Both men for Valparaiso standing around their own 10-yard line. Snap. Here's the boot. Towards Schaefer, who makes a fair catch at the 13-yard line, and that is where Valparaiso will begin. 1st and 10 from their own 13. No score here in the opening quarter, 9:13 remaining in the first. Are you looking to make a difference? Then become a part of the Fit Body Workout Difference. Check out Valparaiso Fit Body Boot Camp and sign up for the upcoming 6-week challenge online at fitbodybootcamp.com/9617-Valparaiso-IN. Registration ends September 15th. 13-yard line for the Vikings, 1st and 10. Logan Lockhart, the quarterback. He's going to keep it and bring it to the short side left. Found some running room, driven out of bounds around the 22-yard line, but that's going to be a nice pickup of 9 for Logan Lockhart.
That was a straight power run by the quarterback. They got Logan Lockhart out in front there, sealed the edge, and they had a nice gain for 9 yards there. That was a great play design.
Hayden Vineyard, we're going to call his name a lot. Number 21, the senior tailback for the Vikings. Anthony Schaefer, their halfback, also a senior. A lot of seniors on this starting unit on the offensive side for the Vikings. They will go trips to the wide side right on this 2nd and 1. Vineyard going to take it, going to cross the 25, get around the 27-yard line, 1st down Vikings.
Right on cue, Jerry. Hayden Vineyard on the carry there. He's averaging 9.3 yards a carry. It's pretty impressive for a high school kid.
Absolutely. So that'd be a 1st down for Valparaiso. It's going to sit at the 28. The run for Vineyard, 6 yards. 1st and 10 Vikings. Man in motion. Handoff on the jet sweep. Michigan City doing a good job of covering that one up. That was Thomas Vo on the carry.
Michigan City's making a commitment to stop the run here, Jerry. They had, once again, no safety deep there. They were honoring the run. Valpo spreads you out, but they got kind of a power running game out of the spread here.
Vo's run is 2 yards. Valparaiso looking at a 2nd and 8. 7:35 remaining in this first quarter. Scoreless, first possession of the night for the Vikings. They're going to put a man in motion. It's going to be Vo again, and he's going to get the direct snap as he comes through. Michigan City read that right from the start, and Vo's going to be dropped for a loss. Half yard maybe, but nothing doing on that play for Valparaiso.
Jerry, they are selling out to stop the run here. Valpo's hitting them with some misdirection, some jet sweeps, and Michigan City's responding. But
go ahead.
But if you're Bill Marshall here, you feel comfortable. You're at around 75% on 3rd down for the year. So you feel pretty confident in your group here.
Bill Marshall, the head coach of the Valparaiso Vikings. Phil Mason, head coach of Michigan City. Lockhart, pass incomplete. It was intended for Dylan Rodriguez. Do we have a flag? There is one. It looked like he might have been dragged down by the ankles before the football got there.
Yeah, right out of the break there, the Michigan City defender just got a piece of his foot and tripped him up.
It is pass interference. That'll give Valpo a 1st down on penalty. And that'll be the first call of the night against Michigan City.
1st and 10 Vikings at their own 45-yard line.
If you're a coach, 3rd down penalties, they hurt. you got a chance to get Valpo off of the field there on third down and you make a penalty. It's tough.
So the 15-yard walk-off gives Valpo another first down. They're at their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10, 6:36 remaining in the first quarter. Lockhart with an empty backfield gets the football. Takes it up to about the 49, picks up 4 on a play.
Valpo does a really good job of spreading you out and running power and out of those plays. They pulled the guard there, and that was the lead blocker for Logan Lockhart.
It's a 2nd down for Lockhart after the 4-yard pickup.
And it is a beautiful night for football.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Trips bunched here on the right side. Lockhart looking to run option with Vineyard. He pitches it. Across midfield, 45-40. Down to the 35, but I think he stepped out before that point, but he will have enough for a Viking first down.
Give the credit to the offensive coordinator for the Valpo Vikings there. They showed trips to the left. They ran the option to the weak side on the right, and Michigan City just did not have enough defenders over there, and they got the perimeter.
Gain was to the 43, so that's an 8-yard pickup on the pitch to Vineyard and a first down for Valpo. Trips short side this time. Vineyard gets the handoff and goes up the gut. Gets about a yard to the 42. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Jerry, when you have a dual threat quarterback, it adds another layer that the defense has to respect. You basically get to play 11 on 11 at that point. And that is exactly what the Valpo Vikings are doing.
5:30 remaining in this opening quarter.
There's a concession stand on the backside of the Queen House, south end of the field.
Deep man, Vineyard again. They're going to put a man in motion. That's Vo. Lockhart drops back, looks across the middle, has a reception made. Down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Because that is Anthony Schaefer on the catch. To the 25-yard line. The pickup is 17 and another first down.
Jerry, Hayden Vineyard can do it all. On that play, he picked up a blitzing linebacker that allowed the quarterback enough time to get the ball to his crossing receiver coming across the field. Those crossing routes take a long time to develop, and hats off to Hayden Vineyard there for picking up that blitzing linebacker.
Another first down for the Vikings. Receiver's going to cross sides of the field. Empty backfield for Lockhart. Now they're going to give it on the wide receiver sweep again, and that will be Schaefer again inside the 20.
Valpo is doing a lot of misdirection, a lot of motion. They're trying to put the defense in an uncomfortable position and showing them a lot of different formations and motions. It really confuses the defense, especially at the high school level. You don't get the hours and hours and hours of game film you would maybe at the NFL level.
Schaefer down to the 17. Will give him 8 on the pickup. 2nd and 2. 4 minutes exactly remaining in this opening quarter. No score, but the Vikings driving. Lockhart to Vineyard, who goes up the middle. He gets across the 15. 4 Wolves meet him there at the 14. He's going to pick up 3, but it'll be a first down for Valparaiso.
I got to say, the defensive line for Michigan City is doing a great job on those runs up the middle. They've came to play, and they're ready to go for that.
First and 10, Vikings, 14-yard line. Vineyard has it. He's going to get the 18 looking from the, the 13, looking at the official from here on the near side. So the pickup's 1, 2nd and 9.
They keep giving it looks like a zone read to Hayden Vineyard there. I'll be looking for the quarterback to keep it on one of these plays right around the edge. They're selling out on the run on Vineyard, rightfully so. He's coming in and he's got almost 600 yards rushing on the year in 3 games.
So 2nd and 9, 2:53 remaining in this opening quarter. Man in motion, Lockhart going to keep. Trying to right side. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. Puts his head down. Pushes toward the end zone. But he comes up short. But Lockhart does get another first down for Valpo, and they are knocking at the door with a 1st and goal.
First and goal for the 1 yard line.
1 yard line is where the football sits. Lockhart with a 12-yard carry.
It's a gritty run by Lockhart there. He got the perimeter, lowered his shoulder, and got as many yards as he could possibly get. I will tell you, Valpo is doing a great job with the misdirection and the motions, confusing the Michigan City defense.
Lockhart with Vineyard behind him. One receiver right. Vineyard's going to get the rock, and he's going to score. Hayden Vineyard from 1 yard out with 2:10 left in the first quarter. And the Vikings strike first and lead this one 6-0 with the PAT coming.
Hayden Vineyard's a tough runner, and I wouldn't expect anyone else to get the ball right there on the 1 yard line. He was able to punch it in right between the 5 seniors up front that are working hard for him.
That'll bring on Tony Johnson for the PAT. Be out of the hole to Ian Wilson. Snap good. Placement's down. The kick is up. And it is good. 2:10 remaining in the first quarter. It's Valparaiso 7, Michigan City nothing. You are watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
It's been said that one man's junk is another man's treasure. But at Total Disposal, your junk is our junk. Think of Total Disposal as that key player that has several options: commercial, residential, or hand off your junk at our Blaine Street Partners transfer station. Total Disposal is more than a service provider. We are an innovator for a sustainable tomorrow, well beyond the curb. For a complete list of services, go to TotalDisposal.com. Honesty and dependability, that's the Total Disposal promise.
Stay with Region Sports after the game as we send it back to the Centier Bank studio. Nathan Laird and Mike Byer will be on hand to recap all of tonight's action from around the region. With Josh Huddleston, I'm Jerry Siska. Valparaiso. Long drive they put together. It started back at their own 13-yard line. If my math's good, that's an 87-yard drive for the touchdown capped by a 1 yard run from Hayden Vineyard.
If you're the Valpo Vikings, you got to be super excited about that drive. They mix it up, run and pass, quarterback run, wide receiver runs, and Hayden Vineyard running.
So we talked about the fact that both teams have a powerful offense and what would happen because both had very stingy defenses. Michigan City had put a good drive together before finally being stalled after a couple of incomplete passes. So they got some offense, and then Valpo stopped them defensively. Valpo got the drive going. Michigan City couldn't counter that and stop it.
Absolutely. Michigan City, Valpo was bailed out by a pass interference call, which kept the drive alive for them. But that's what happens in high school football. There's penalties, and you got to overcome them.
There's going to be a procedure penalty against Valparaiso with the football going out of bounds. So Michigan City will have some pretty decent starting field position on this drive, trailing 7-0, 2:10 remaining in the first quarter. 35-yard line is where Michigan City will begin.
If you're Michigan City, you got to answer back. Got to put together a long drive and punch one in the end zone here.
So this time, that Cameron Bell, 21, that's in the backfield. Running back's going to get the handoff. It's going to get to the 36.
That was a straight dive play to the running back, met right at the line of scrimmage for Valpo. They were ready for that. No, Jerry, Valpo's got 10 of 11 starters on defense are seniors. A lot of experience. They're ready to play.
So the pickup's a yard. Second down. Fake this time by Butch. He's under pressure and sacked. That was number 30 for Valparaiso. Mason McMullen with the sack. Back at the 28-yard line.
3rd and 17.
They ran a play action. They pulled the guard to sell run, and the linebacker saw the open door, shot through the gap, and made a huge play for the Valpo Vikings.
So the loss on the play was 8. And it's third down. 3rd and long. 3rd and 17, final minute of the opening quarter. Bush drops back, looks to the left, fires. Has a receiver on the far side. That looks like Simmons. He's going to get it out across the 45. It is Traylon Simmons that made the catch. He gets to the 44. He's close. Josh, he's only a yard away.
Decision time.
They needed 17. We're only able to get 16.
It was a short throw. He probably threw it about 5 yards, and Simmons did the rest there, getting down the sideline.
Michigan City looks like they're going to go for it. 44.9 on the clock. 4th down. Big play early in the game because they could turn over some field position here. Now we're going to get a timeout called by Michigan City. Timeout Michigan City with 44.9 seconds left. 7-0 Vikings. Let's take a quick break. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger.
Michigan City going for it on 4th down. As we come back, Tyler Bush on the quarterback sneak, and he's got it.
That's one of those plays, Jerry, where quarterback comes under center and he just kind of taps them and they go. Typically there's not a count on that. They just try to catch the defense on their heels, and that's exactly what happened there for the first down.
2 yards on the carry for Bush. First down for Michigan City.
A quarterback change here.
Is Laurenti back there now? And we've got a flag. It's Laurent that's there at quarterback now.
Illegal procedure against the Wolves.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty on Michigan City.
When you're playing a good team like Valpo, you got to stay out of the 1st and longs. You got to win first down.
So that'll back Michigan City up to the 41 and make it 1st and 15. It's 1st and 15. That's Bush back at quarterback, throwing it downfield. Catch is made. Traylon Simmons on the catch, and Michigan City in Valparaiso territory down to the 28-yard line.
They've gone to that matchup a couple of times. I think they see something that they like over there. There's no safety help over the top, and they tried to exploit. That was a great catch by Simmons. He bobbled it, was able to gain possession before going out.
See, 31 yards on that play. That's Laurent on the carry.
A little zone read action there, and the quarterback kept it for a short gain. The linebackers were all over it.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Valparaiso 7, Michigan City nothing. You're watching Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Java Wave at your local Family Express is the perfect way to get your day started or keep you moving at any time. With 12 freshly ground bean-to-cup flavors to choose from, Java Wave at Family Express has just what you're looking for, whether it's hot or iced coffee. To see all of the delicious flavor options and to find a Family Express near you, log on to familyexpress.com/Java Wave.
Back here at Michigan City, where the Vikings lead it by a score of 7-0 after one quarter.
This is the heavyweight fight that we thought we were going to get.
Most certainly is. That's Josh Huddleston. I'm Jerry Siska. Switching sides of the field here.
which does not seem to be a factor because there is absolutely no wind on this beautiful night.
Bush back at quarterback. So we're seeing some alternating quarterbacks. Anderson in the backfield. Bush throws it. Knocked down, incomplete. Intended for Laurent.
I think Bush thought his receiver was going to run a hitch. He ran a slant. He kind of pump fakes, stalled, and he looked his receiver down, and the linebacker was all over that.
So it's an incomplete pass. Second down.
Is Mason McMillan again?
Third down. 3rd and 9. Bush, 3-step drop, looking toward the right, firing towards the end zone. Laurent had it in his hands but dropped it. It's incomplete, 4th down.
Valpo is pinning their ears back and bringing a lot of pressure. They have no safety over the top, straight man coverage, and they're saying just beat us.
So Michigan City, with the ball resting at the 27-yard line, is going to go for it on a 4th and 9. Made on the far side. It's going to depend on the mark. Giovanni Laurent made the catch. Short.
That was a great route by the receiver there, but a heck of a play by the defensive back. He really laid the hit there, which prevented Laurent from getting the first down. Kudos to that defensive back. Knew where the sticks were and knew where the receiver could not get to.
They needed 9. They only got 8. Valparaiso will take over on downs. So the Vikings begin 1st and 10 at their own 19. They lead it 7-0. Just their second possession of the game. Lockhart going to keep trying to find some running room here on the right side, and he's going to be brought down from behind. Tackle made there for Michigan City. And number 7, Kenan Tucker Jr.
Kenan Tucker Jr. did a great job. He fought the blocks off, kept his outside arm and leg free, and was able to stretch that play out and make the tackle. I am super surprised, Jerry, that both of these teams are playing straight man coverage, 0 safeties over the top, and they're just committing to stop the run on both sides.
So no gain on the play. 10:55 as the clock moves here in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. They lead it 7-0. Lockhart going to drop back. He's looking hard left. Now he's going to fire it up downfield. Overthrows his intended receiver. That looked like Schaefer. Incomplete.
That was a long developing play. Kudos to the offensive line for the Valpo Vikings, who gave Logan a lot of time to throw the ball there.
He was never under pressure, and you weren't kidding. That was a long developing play. That's a great job by the offensive line.
Michigan City brought pressure. Once again, they got no safety over the top, straight man coverage across the board, and we're going to see, this is a football game. They're saying, hey, line up and run right at us.
In the opening drive, Michigan City had a chance to get Valpo off the field on a 3rd down play, but got called for a pass interference. It's 3rd and 10 for the Vikings now. Can City get off the field this time? We're going to find out. Lockhart looking. He can't find any receivers open. Backpedals. Fires toward the middle. Was it intercepted? It was. Intercepted. And there is a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
This is usually in the area of offensive holding. He once again had a long time to throw the ball. They came back to that crossing route that they had success on earlier. Michigan City picked it up. They recognized it. The defensive backs did a great job passing coverage off. The linebacker was able to go with that, which was Logan's first read. And when he wasn't there, he had to go somewhere else, and they were able to ball hawk that safety and get the
Michigan City now is going to have some really outstanding field position after that interception. They are at the Viking 40-yard line with 10:34 remaining in this first half. Handoff. That's 28 for Michigan City. That's Michaela Woodard.
Jerry, I think the way football is going, you got to have a shotgun. You got to run out of shotgun. But offenses are still able to create a power run, which is exactly what happened there. They pulled the guard, and it almost turns into a power run there.
That was a 4-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Bush drops. Quick toss to the outside. Laurent with the catch. He has a first down, and he's inside the 20. Pulled out of bounds around the 19-yard line. That's a 17-yard play.
For the people sitting at home, that is a great throw across the field. It's a short route by yardage, but it's a long throw for the quarterback. He was able to connect on that. That's pretty impressive throw for the quarterback there.
That's a 15-yard pickup as the ball will rest on the 21, but it is a first down for Michigan City, and they're driving. Bush wants to look to throw again. He's going to the back of the end zone. Up in the air. Did he stay in bounds? The catch was made, but out of bounds. Laurent again was the intended receiver, but caught out of bounds. But that was a pretty good throw right there by Bush.
Absolutely. Give the credit, kudos to the defensive back there. He was in great position. They've been having success on that hitch, Jerry, and they ran a double move on that far side over there, but he was able to stay with him and read it with his eyes and used his body over there in the end zone.
Good job by Laurent to turn, look for the football, and go up and get it away from the defender as well. So that's going to bring it up 2nd down, 2nd and 10 with 9:43 remaining in the first half. Vikings 7, Michigan City nothing. And a whistle before the snap and a flag. Delay a game.
False start against Michigan City.
They're going to call it a false start.
Correction, that was a delay game.
We'll go back to delay a game, which I thought it was in the first place. 5-yard walk-off. And now you're driving if you're Michigan City. That's not what you want. You don't want to get behind the sticks and lose yardage.
Absolutely not. But I will tell you, it opens up a little bit for them now. They've been having some success on those deep routes.
Bush looking to the right again. The receiver beats the defender. Made the catch. Laurent makes the catch, goes out of bounds at the 2, and it's 1st and goal, Michigan City. That's a 24-yard pass play. I wasn't sure Laurent would be able to catch the ball. You saw him stumble on his break. He did a great job of keeping his footing, Josh.
They once again ran that double move, that hitch and go, and he hitched, and the defender came up and made contact with him, and he was able to regain it. And we were just talking about maybe that 5-yard penalty wasn't so bad. It gave him a little room.
1st and goal, Michigan City. Had a fumble. Fumble on the exchange, and Bush was able to recover, but they're going to lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
I will tell you, it's you run shotgun, and then you come under center there. It really adds a degree of difficulty when you don't practice it very much. And I think that's what happened on the exchange.
So the loss is a yard. It's back to the 3, 2nd and goal. Laurent fumbles it. He has to cover it up as he was pulling back, lost the handle on it.
When you're used to running the shotgun, like I just mentioned, when you come under center, it's not easy. We see it on TV, and you rarely see the fumbled snaps on TV. But in a high school level, that's a challenge.
Believe it or not, Laurent, in covering up the fumble, gained a yard back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's a big third down.
3rd and goal from the 2 for Michigan City. Bush back at quarterback. He's got Woodard in the backfield with him. Bush rolling to his right, looking, firing. And that is incomplete. Not much room to put that football in there, Josh.
Well, I'll tell you, Valpo made a coaching change there. They double covered Laurent on that play. They knew what they were doing. And they went back to the shotgun. We just mentioned a couple fumbled snaps. They went back to the shotgun.
4th and goal big play in this first half here in this football game at the 8:17 mark. Vikings leading 7-0, trying to make a stand. Michigan City trying to take advantage of good field position and put it in the end zone. Woodard in the backfield, Laurent at quarterback. Laurent fakes the handoff, keeps it, and he's stopped at the 1. The Viking defense holds.
They tried to run a zone read. It was Laurent keeper the whole way, and the Viking defense knew it was coming. They were able to shut it down. That is a dagger for Michigan City Wolves. They had a big turnover, big drive, and getting stalled out.
Connecting the first half and the second half of tonight's game, it's the Host Connections Halftime Report, presented by Host Connections, proven under pressure. That coming your way at the break.
I'll tell you, Jerry, we haven't seen much of Hayden Vineyard. I'd expect to see him a lot on this drive.
Okay, well, I was reading that read. They ran a play. What was...
that was a direct snap to Hayden Vineyard in the backfield and just kind of a power run.
And he picked up no yards on the game. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Ball sits at the 2-yard line. 7:40. Now the clock stops. No, it's still moving. 7:38. Direct snap again.
They got this overloaded.
Vineyard again. Gets it out to about the 4. And we've got a timeout on the field as the ball is at the 3. We'll be back for this 3rd and 8 play. Valparaiso leading 7-0. 7:19 remaining in the first half. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The Centurion Award from Century 21. It represents prestige in real estate. Winning one is an honor. Winning it multiple times describes a dedication to excellence. It also describes David Taylor of Century 21 Crown Point. When buying or selling a home in the region, you want to deal with a fixture of the region with a caring approach that has also earned him Best of the Region awards. Add your name to his list of satisfied clients. David Taylor, Century 21 Real Estate. Find out more at davidtaylor.c21.com and start packing.
Back here, I'm excited for the rest of this game here. We are in for a fight, as this game is exactly what we had hoped it would be.
Everything and more thus far. The Vikings find themselves with a 7-0 lead at the moment, but they are pinned against their own end zone, and they face a 3rd and 9 from the 3-yard line.
It's a great timeout by Valpo there. Collect yourself and put together a good play here.
Lockhart on the carry.
I tell you, Hayden Vineyard is a smart football player. On that play, he was the design fake. He saw the blitz. To protect the safety, he went and picked up the blitzing linebacker. Those are just natural instincts. It's hard to coach.
Give Lockhart a yard on the play, and Michigan City will once again end up with some good field position after this punt. Football heading toward Jaden Hart. He takes it at the 40 and goes to the right side. 35, 30, 25. Knocked out of bounds around the 22-yard line. Jaden Hart with an 18-yard return and outstanding field position for Michigan City.
If you are Michigan City, you're down on the scoreboard, but you feel like you're playing a great game right now. They are playing extremely tough. They have a good game plan, and they're in prime position here in plus territory.
Outstanding field position. They weren't able to score when they started their previous drive on the 40 after a turnover. See what they can do this time as they start this drive from the 22 after a hold and a punt. 6:34 remaining in the first half. Vikings 7-0. That's Bush at the quarterback position and Woodard in the backfield. Bush, 3-step drop. He's going to look left this time. Has a man open, caught for the touchdown. And it's Jaden Hart with the touchdown catch. They didn't waste any time, did they?
Absolutely not, Jerry. That was a perfect play call. That's a post and a wheel route. It's extremely hard for a defensive back to cover that. I will say Valpo did switch their defense up after last series when Michigan City was having success, and they put a safety back there, but that was a perfectly drawn up play.
Now the PAT coming. Alexiuk on for the kick. It's up, and it is good. 6.5 minutes even remaining in this first half. And that's fitting because we are even at 7 apiece here at Viking Field. You are watching Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Are you a steel hauler? Come work for Area Transportation. You must have a current valid Class A commercial driver's license and at least 1 year of recent verifiable steel hauling experience and at least 2 years of recent verifiable interstate experience operating a commercial motor vehicle.
Hi, I'm Amanda, the driver recruiter at Area Transportation, where we pay more because we value our drivers.
Call recruiting at 1-855-400-6939. That's 1-855-400-6939.
Along with Josh Huddleston, Jerry Siska back with you here at Valparaiso. It only took Michigan City one play to capitalize on the outstanding field position in this game. All tied at 7 with 6.5 minutes remaining in this first half.
This is exactly the game that we hoped it would be. And if you're a football fan, this is everything you dream of.
Vineyard coming here to the near side. They're going to kick it short. They're going to get a fair catch at the 16-yard line. That fair catch made. That was number 16 for the Vikings.
It'll be first and 10 for the Vikings.
Like Max Soto on the catch. So the Vikings begin, first and 10 from their 16.
Ball will be spotted at the 27-yard line of Valpo.
I look to see a heavy dose of...
Where did I get the 16? Oh, well. 27-yard line, first and 10 for the Valparaiso. Vineyard goes in motion. Lockhart drops back. Under pressure, fires here to the near side, and it's incomplete and out of bounds.
It looks like the Vikings are using Hayden Vineyard as more of a decoy in this situation. We haven't quite seen the load that we would expect from him so far through a quarter and a half. They put him in motion there, and they tried to hit a corner route here to the near side.
So the pass was incomplete, second down.
Once again, a lot of time.
Second and 10 for Valparaiso. Two receivers here on the wide side right. They put a man in motion. Gonna get a handoff. That's Vo with the football. Vo dropped at the 29. But Hayden Warnick is the man give a lot of credit to. He got a hold of Vo in the backfield, and he didn't let go until a teammate could come and clean it up.
Jerry, he fought through about 3 blockers on that play to make that tackle. Pretty impressive effort.
Vo did manage to pick up a couple. It'll bring up 3rd and 7.
For the Valpo Vikings, you have a lot of success on 3rd down through the first 3 games.
Connecting the first half and the second half of tonight's game, it's the Host Connections Halftime Report presented by Host Connections, proven under pressure. Vo goes in motion once again to the wide side left. Lockhart firing downfield where it's one-on-one. We're going to get a flag. He was looking for Schaefer. That's going to be pass interference. While they sort all that out, we want to thank Toyota of Maryville for sponsoring high school football right here on the Region Sports Network. And when you're looking for your next new or pre-owned vehicle, visit Toyota of Maryville. Toyota of Maryville, we make it easy.
Jerry, they had that play in their pocket. They ran a lot at Michigan City. They ran a guy in motion, went to the flats, faked the screen pass to the receiver, and then tried to hit Schaefer on the seam. And while the Michigan City defender was step for step with him, it looked like he may have had a hand on him.
15-yard penalty puts the football at the Valparaiso 45. Vikings have it. 5:33 remaining in this first half. It's a 7-7 deadlock.
They stopped Valpo last time on 3rd down and had a pass interference penalty, and it resulted in a Viking touchdown. So we'll see what happens here.
Man in motion. That's Rodriguez. Now we're going to get a handoff. That's Vineyard able to escape a couple of tacklers, but he wasn't able to get the edge on the right side and gain any positive yardage. He's going to be dropped for a loss of 1.
I thought he was going to skate out of that. He almost was able to keep his balance, and there was nobody on this near side, Jerry.
And if he did escape it, he had some running room, that 4 short. So 2nd and 11 for Valparaiso.
Michigan City is selling out for this run. Once again, they're playing straight man across, no safety over the top, walking outside linebackers up. They are committed to stopping the run.
Lockhart, he's going to keep it. No, he's going to play option, and now he's going to keep it. Crosses the 45, gets to about the 47. The pickup's 3. It'll be 3rd and 8.
They had success on the option play on the first drive. They came back to it there. Michigan City was ready for it.
I have to look to throw the ball here, Josh, on this 3rd and 8.
I look for them to come back to that crossing route.
Three receivers on the wide side left. Lockhart drops back. Now he's flush from the pocket. Going to give it up. Vineyard has it, and he's got room down the sideline. 30, 25, nice cutback. 20, 15, 10, 5. He scores! Hayden Vineyard with the touchdown. 53 yards from Logan Lockhart. But a lot done by Vineyard with some great running. Up the sideline, then made a great cut at the 20, leaving the defender flat-footed. From there, it was a race to the end zone, and Vineyard won it.
Jerry, we can't appreciate that play enough. They were trying to run a screen play. The defensive end for Michigan City made contact with Vineyard, which threw him off his route. He continued to play the play, and Logan Lockhart found him.
The snap was low, but a good job by Ian Wilson to get it down. The kick is up and good by Tony Johnson. 4:05 remaining in the first half. It is now Valparaiso 14, Michigan City nothing. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
Along with Josh Huddleston, I'm Jerry Siska. Let me immediately correct myself. I said 14-0 as we went to the break. The score is Valparaiso 14 and Michigan City 7. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies, they have offices open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Here's the approach and the boot. Tucker with it at the 1. Coming to the middle of the field across the 10, 15, 20. We have a penalty flag as Tucker's dropped at the 21. 4 minutes exactly remaining in the first half.
There's a block in the back against the Wolves.
So that'll be a penalty on Michigan City, block in the back.
Last tackle was made by Colin Kwiatkowski.
We talked about Michigan City getting off the field on 3rd down. They've had 2 crucial pass interference calls on 3rd down, which has extended the Vikings' drive, and they've scored on both drives.
Correction, Dylan Kwiatkowski made the last tackle. First and 10 for the Wolves at their own 9-yard
So
line.
1st and 10 for Michigan City after the penalty. Drive begins here at their own 9-yard line. There's a handoff. Nothing. The Viking defense swarms. Woodard, the carry, down to the 6. The loss is 3.
The success Michigan City's having through the air has resulted in Valpo changing their defense up. They now have a safety in the game. They're playing safety over the top to number 1 Lauren on Michigan City, but they're still able to get home on the run there. pretty impressive play by the defensive line of the Valpo Vikings.
Stay with us after the game when we'll name the play of the game presented by IKRCC, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. Bush gonna drop back, standing right near his goal line, fires up downfield looking for Laurent. Oh, it was in his hands and Laurent couldn't hold on. It's incomplete, and Josh, I think if there had been just a little more out in front of Laurent, he catches it and he's gone. But we have a flag back at the 5-yard line. Holding on Michigan City.
Holding against Michigan City was what the penalty was.
That was a long play, long throw, and he was just off of his fingertips. Give the defensive back credit there. He was with them stride for stride, and had he not, he would still be running.
So the football sits right about the 7-yard line. As the penalty declined, it's third down. 3rd and 11. Bush coming here near side. He was looking for Simmons. Excuse me, it was not Simmons. He was looking for, yes it was, for Simmons, 15. That's incomplete, 4th down.
That was the wheel route they came back to, that they scored on. They came back to it there. Valpo was ready for it. Kind of threw it. Ball sailed a little out of bounds on him. But that's a big possession for Michigan City.
So Michigan City going to have to punt. Elijah Robinson standing at the back of his end zone. Well, now he's come up a few steps as Schaefer and Vineyard wait for this punt. They're in plus territory around the 40-yard line. Timeout, Michigan City. Their second timeout of the half. Let's take one with them. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake.
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
Back here for the Michigan City punt. Elijah Robinson standing in his own end zone. The snap's good. Robinson's going to let it go. Going over to the far side where Schaefer's at. Hits turf. And going to come to rest at the 41-yard line, which is where Valparaiso will begin. Plus side of the field, 1st and 10 at the 41, with the Vikings leading this one by a score of 14-7.
Valpo's weathered some storms here. They've pretty much played defense on the plus side, and now they get the opportunity to play offense on the plus side. So we'll see what they could do with the ball here.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the Game. Brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing, Chicagoland's #1 commercial roofing contractor. It's 1st and 10 Valpo. We have 2:59 remaining on the clock. Man in motion, it's Schaefer. He gets the handoff, finds some running room. He's got some room on the sideline. 25-20, 2 defenders there, finally ridden out of bounds. And around the 13-yard line.
That was a jet sweep to Schaefer around this near side. And I'll tell you, I don't know if this, maybe the offense that Valpo is running, but it looks like Michigan City's edges are getting a little tired with this constant motion and stringing plays out.
For Schaefer, that's a 23-yard pickup and another first down for Valpo. It's their 9th of this opening half. That was Elijah Robinson that made the tackle. Vineyard has the football now. It's inside the 10 to the 8.
And this is exactly what Valpo wants to do. Hit you on the perimeter, spread you out a little bit, then pound it up the middle. I'm going to give Schaefer 28 on the last carry.
Vineyard's going to get 5 on this carry. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
If you're Valpo, you want to eat up as much of this clock that you can to limit the amount of time the Michigan City will have the ball.
Lockhart going to keep after a pump fake, takes it himself, drives it down to near the 1-yard line. Made a little fake as if he was going to pitch, then brought it right back, went up the middle, drove it down to the 1, picks up 7, and Valparaiso's looking at 1st and goal from the 2-yard line, we'll call it.
Valpo ran a speed option to the far side, and the linebacker recognized it. He flew up, which is exactly what you want if you're Valpo. He committed to the pitch man, and Logan Lockhart was able to keep it up the middle for a nice gain.
1st and goal Vikings. Vineyard's in the backfield with Lockhart. Vineyard's going to get it, pushes up front, good hit, 34 for Michigan City, Hayden Dwornik. Stopping Vineyard from being able to get in. Vineyard gets to the 1, 2nd down.
If you're the Valpo Vikings, you're not all too upset about that. Clock's running, 2nd down.
We're down to 1:15 remaining in the first half. 14-7 in favor of the Vikings. And they're trying to add on to it before intermission. And don't forget, Valpo will get the football to start the 3rd quarter as well. Vineyard gets it again, and he's in this time for the Viking touchdown. Hayden Vineyard, his 2nd touchdown run of the night from a yard out, and it is now his 2nd touchdown of the night. The other one was actually a pass play, and now it is a 20-7 Viking lead as we are under a minute remaining. Tony Johnson on for the PAT. It is up, and it is good. 56 seconds remaining in the first half. Valparaiso 21, Michigan City 7. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The team of sports medicine experts at Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana is committed to getting athletes back in the game, with a focus on not only helping patients recover from injuries, but helping improve athletic performance to prevent injuries. Orthopedic Specialists provides the most advanced, comprehensive care to their patients. To learn more about all orthopedic specialists can do to help rehab and prevent athletic injuries, visit them on the web at osni.org or call them at 219-923-3300. Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana, providing world-class care to Northwest Indiana for over 20 years.
Along with Josh Huddleston, I'm Jerry Siska. We're back here at Viking Field in Valparaiso, where Valparaiso has taken advantage of good field position and has put another touchdown on the board to take a 21-7 advantage as we near intermission. Laurent takes it at about the, I'm sorry, it's not Laurent, it's Tucker, takes it about the 4. Tucker runs all the way across the field and only gets to around the 12.
Great coverage by the Valpo Vikings there. Michigan City had a return right set up. He came all the way across the field, but Valpo was able to string it out and stop him at inside the 20.
So the football sits at the 12-yard line, it looks like. Maybe we'll call it the... That's where it'll be, 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Connecting the first half and the second half of tonight's game, it's the Host Connections Halftime Report, presented by Host Connections, proven under pressure. So just 47 seconds remaining in this first half. Let's see what Michigan City chooses to do here. Bush drops back, he's going to fire. Catch made on the far side, that's Laurent. He's going to be close to a first down around the 23-yard line.
They got a safety help over the top. This is their go-to guy. Laurent, they hit him on a quick out there, and he was able to get out of bounds in short time, and looks like Michigan City is going to try to put a drive together here to see what they could do to end the half.
Laurent gets 11 and a first down for Michigan City.
I look for him to take advantage over the wide side of the field here.
Football sits at the 23-yard line for Michigan City. Bush drops. He's looking here to the right. He's looking for Simmons. Simmons caught it! Was able to wrestle away from the defender. He's at the 10-5, and he's going in for the touchdown. Nolan Johnson was the corner that Simmons was battling the football with. Simmons able to come down with it, and once he did, the last 40 were his. And like that, Michigan City is on the board with half a minute to go. That's a 77-yard touchdown play.
Michigan City's demonstrated that they're able to stretch their field. That corner was in great position, made a great play on it, but give the credit to Traylon Simmons for just going up and getting it, the concentration on that play. That was just a straight streak route, and they threw it up and they said, go get it, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Alexiak on for the PAT. Snap was low. Good job by the holder to get it up, get the ball down. The kick is up. The kick is good. With 30 seconds remaining in the first half, your score now, Valparaiso 21, Michigan City 14. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Java Wave at your local Family Express is the perfect way to get your day started or keep you moving at any time. With 12 freshly ground bean-to-cup flavors to choose from, Java Wave at Family Express has just what you're looking for, whether it's hot or iced coffee. To see all of the delicious flavor options and to find a Family Express near you, log on to familyexpress.com/JavaWave.
Back here at Viking Field, along with Josh Huddleston, Jerry Sisker with you. Well, that's some fireworks and a quick Michigan City score to answer the Vikings score. And we're back to a 7-point game half a minute before the intermission.
I was thinking to myself that, when Valpo scored that last touchdown, did they give Michigan City too much time? And it appeared to be the case there.
So, got the kickoff. I would imagine this would be more of a squib-style kick. Bounce around, make it difficult for a good return. Nope, we're going to kick it deep. At the 16-yard line, it is taken. Across the 30 to the 36-yard line on the return.
Last tackle was made by Thomas Farrell.
I think that was 16 on the return again for Valpo.
He was battling there. He was fighting there.
Max Soto, although they have two number 16s on the roster.
Looked like Michigan City was trying to get the ball there. They were trying to pull it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So with 22 seconds, let's see what Valpo wants to do. Now Michigan City will burn their final time out of this first half with a 21-14 lead. We'll keep it right here.
I think that it was a great timeout by Michigan City. They wanted to see what Valpo was going to come and line up in, and they burned a timeout to kind of a little chess match going on between coaches in this big heavyweight DAC matchup.
And it has been that. It has been a heavyweight match thus far. And I want to correct myself earlier. I said it's 2 touchdowns for Vineyard. He has all 3 touchdowns for Valparaiso. A couple little short runs and then the big 53-yard pass reception that he ran most of the 53 yards.
Yeah, that 53-yard reception, I'll tell you, was an incredible play by him. He was hit by the defensive end and was able to maintain his feet, got out to the flats, and Logan Lockhart was able to hit him on the little out route, which originally was designed to screen on 3rd and long, and they were able to make the best of it.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Crowell Companies, your insurance superheroes. Vo goes in motion. Now he cuts back behind Lockhart, comes back to the right. Lockhart going to keep, survey the situation, and go up the middle. It's across the 45 to the 48-yard line. That'll stop the clock for the first down. 12 yards on that play for Lockhart. Timeout Vikings. Second timeout of the half for Valpo.
This reminds me of the 2008 Florida Gators offense. A lot of motions out of spread, and then it just ends up being a power run, which was exactly that was with the quarterback. Vineyard leading up through their pulling guard, and Logan Lockhart.
I have Valparaiso with 12 first downs in this first half. So sitting at the 49-yard line, what do you think they want to do, Josh?
I got 16 seconds left. I don't know I didn't get to watch the kicker in pregame, but usually Valpo's got a good kicker, so maybe they're going to try to steal 3. We'll see what they do.
Stay with us after the game when we'll name the play of the game. It's presented by IKORCC. Build your future. You can learn more at IKORCC.com.
I might come back to that screenplay.
That 3 receivers bunched far side left. It's the wide side of the field. Lockhart going to run option. He's going to keep. He's across midfield and dropped. Gets the 50-yard line. So just to pick up a 1.
They ran that speed option. Michigan City was playing kind of a prevent defense, so they had an extra linebacker out there and a safety, so they were ready for that. They had numbers there on the outside.
Surprised that Lockhart didn't decide to pitch to Vineyard and see if he could get something off that left corner with a little bit of blocking out in front of him. But that turned out to be the final play of this first half. A very good first half, a very exciting first half in this big DAC matchup. At intermission, it is Valparaiso 21, Michigan City 14. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The team of sports medicine experts at Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana is committed to getting athletes back in the game, with a focus on not only helping patients recover from injuries, but helping improve athletic performance to prevent injuries. Orthopedic Specialists provides the most advanced, comprehensive care to their patients. To learn more about all orthopedic specialists can do to help rehab and prevent athletic injuries, visit them on the web at osni.org or call them at 219-923-3300. Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana, providing world-class care to Northwest Indiana for over 20 years.
At Toyota of Maryville, we take pride in being a one-stop shop for anything Toyota related. The best part of the Toyota Maryville experience is that we make it easy to do business with us. We have a committed team of professionals that's here to help you do just that. When you come in for service, we will welcome you and have plenty of staff on hand to handle your needs. And if you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, Toyota Maryville sales team is the best in the business to help you with your buying decision. We practice what we preach. When we say we make it easy, that's exactly what we do.
For over 113 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. Whether it's a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique service, the caring family at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. Visit them on the web at burnsfuneral.com or give them a call at 942-1117.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
Java Wave at your local Family Express is the perfect way to get your day started or keep you moving at any time. With 12 freshly ground bean-to-cup flavors to choose from, Java Wave at Family Express has just what you're looking for, whether it's hot or iced coffee. To see all of the delicious flavor options and to find a Family Express near you, log on to familyexpress.com/JavaWave.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables. But last week, I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Along with Josh Huddleston, Jerry Siska back with you here at Valparaiso High School. A good one we have going on here tonight at Viking Field. At the break, it is Valparaiso 21 and Michigan City 14. You're watching the Host Connections Halftime Report. It's brought to you by Host Connections on Kennedy Avenue in Hammond. Visit them on the web at hostconnectionsinc.com. Host Connections, proven under pressure. Well, Josh, we talked in the pregame that what was going to give, because both of these were high-scoring offenses. Tech Tailgate Show, actually. Both of these offenses, high-point production offenses through the first 3 games of the season. Very stingy defenses. Well, what would give? I don't know that anything's give. To me, after watching that first 24 minutes, we've seen good offenses, good offensive play, which is why they've scored like they do. But we've seen some outstanding defense as well. Both sides of the ball in this one are playing well.
Absolutely, Jerry. I think the game plan for both defenses have been to shut down the run. And they've committed. We saw Valpo and we saw Michigan City come out with no safety. They've stacked guys in the box. They're playing man coverage across the board. And they're inviting you to throw. When that happens, we've had some big plays. Which has really been the difference is the big plays that we haven't really seen outside of Valpo's first opening drive where they drove down, where they were bailed out on they had a third down where there was a pass interference. Outside of that drive, we've really seen some big plays.
Yeah, some very big plays. Let's begin this Host Connections halftime report by recapping the scoring here in this first half.
So to get the scoring started, we had Hayden Vineyard on a 1-yard dive with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, which made it 7-0. Michigan City came back and answered with a 22-yard reception to Jaden Hart with 6:30 to go in the second quarter, which made it 7-7. And then things got a little wild for us here out in Valpo. Hayden Vineyard on a long third down was able to get a 53-yard catch and run, more run than catch, to make it 14-7 with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Then Hayden Vineyard was able to get another 1-yard touchdown dive play up the middle, which made it 21-7 with 55 seconds to go. And we had mentioned, did they give Michigan City too much time? Michigan City opens up they were inside their 20-yard line on a good stop by the Valpo Vikings kickoff coverage. And that is when Trey Simmons got loose down the left side here for a 77-yard touchdown. Heck of a catch by Simmons, which made it 21-14.
And 2 touchdowns there in the final minute. We weren't even sure if Michigan City was just going to take it in at the half and just, kind of regroup, figure out what to do in the second half. You don't want something negative to happen, especially with Valparaiso going to get the ball here to start the third quarter. You're already trailing by 14. But Simmons just made an outstanding play because give a lot of credit to that corner, Nolan Johnson. He's got to feel awful because he played Simmons and that ball well. Simmons was able to just wrestle it away from him. And then after that point, the last 40 were his.
Jerry, they came out, they threw an out route to the top, and they were able to have success. When you have positive yards on the opening play, that kind of dictates what you're going to do as an offense. So they came out, they had positive play on that first out route to the top to Laurent for about a 10-yard gain, and then they got out of the shadow of their own goalpost, and then they said, let's play, and they threw a jump ball to Simmons down here, and he was able to go up and get it, made a great catch, and was off to the races at that point.
So 21-14, the Vikings over the Wolves here at half, as you're watching the Host Connections halftime report. Let's take a look, Josh, at some of the statistics from this opening half, and I was keeping them, so I'm promising you they're very unofficial. Okay. Just letting you know out front. Let's just roll right down the chart. Logan Lockhart for Valparaiso, running the football, 9 carries for 49 yards. Anthony Schaefer, 2 carries for 36 yards. Thomas Vo, 3 carries for 5 yards. And Hayden Vineyard, 12 carries, just 27 yards. You talked about the commitment to stopping the running game, okay? Vineyard has had runs of 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, minus 1, 1, 1. That is 8 of his 12 carries. 6, 8, 3, and 5 are his other carries. Michigan City has made a concerted effort to let him beat them in the ground game.
I was shocked when I came out and I saw Michigan City with no safety, stacking the box, and they're inviting Valpo to throw the ball. And I will tell you, Hayden Vineyard on the opposite side of that, he has picked up blitzes. He has sealed the edge. He sealed the edge for Schaefer's big run. He's been a lead blocker for Lockhart. So he's played some pretty savvy football outside of the production in the first half.
Receiving, Logan Lockhart just 2 of 5 throwing the football for 70 yards. Hayden Vineyard has the 1 catch for 53. Most of that the run. That was the touchdown play. And Anthony Schaefer has a catch for 17. So Valparaiso, 117 yards on the ground, 70 yards through the air, 187 yards of total offense in this first half. 12 first downs. I only have been penalized 1 time for 15 yards. Now let's do the same thing. Let's start at the top and run it down for Michigan City. We'll start with the rushing statistics. Gio Laurent, 3 carries, 3 yards. Raytheon Anderson, 3 carries for 8 yards. Mikhail Woodard, 3 carries for 2 yards. And Tyler Bush, the quarterback, 3 carries for a -7. But he was sacked 1 time, and that was an 8-yard loss on that play. That comes out to just 6 rushing yards for Michigan City.
They have Valpo's did the same thing. They've committed to stopping the run. They've loaded the box up. I would say for a quarter and a half, Jerry, they had no safety. They were committing to stop the run. That's when Michigan City turned to start throwing the ball a little more, which made Valpo adjust their coverage, and then now we see a safety for the Valpo Vikings.
Throwing the football, Tyler Bush was 9 of 17 in this first half for 209 yards. Traylon Simmons, 3 catches, 124, including that 77-yard touchdown reception just before halftime. Jaden Hart, 1 catch for 22. And Giovanni Laurent, 5 catches, 63 yards. And he was targeted several more times in that first half. He made a couple catches near the sideline that were ruled out of bounds. He honestly dropped a couple catches that he might have been off to the races had he been able to hold on to the football.
That was their go-to target in the first half. And, Jerry, we're looking at a ball game where Valpo stopped Michigan City inside the 5-yard line. They were on the 1-yard line. Had they not stopped them, we're looking at a tie ball game.
Yep, and that was a good job by the Valpo defense. They held Michigan City after an interception, which was the only turnover of the first half that gave Michigan City plus field position at the 40-yard line. So 6 yards rushing for MC, 209 passing, 215 yards of total offense for the Wolves in the first half. They had 8 first downs, but they were penalized 5 times for 50 yards, and a couple of those were real tough penalties in the opening drive. It was a drive killer. Well, actually, on Valpo's opening drive, they couldn't get off the field on a 3rd down play because the pass interference gave Valpo a first down, and they ended up taking it down the field and scoring. 2
of Valpo's touchdowns have been on 3rd down pass interference penalties against Michigan City. So if you're the head coach for Michigan City, when you're in the locker room, you're talking about cleaning that up on 3rd down and getting off the field.
So there is your halftime numbers, your halftime score. Once again, Valparaiso 21, Michigan City 14. You're watching the Host Connections halftime report. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, it'll be a time to take a look at what's going on elsewhere around Northwest Indiana. It'll be the Strachan Van Til Hometown Scoreboard Update. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The Centurion Award from Century 21. It represents prestige in real estate. Winning one is an honor. Winning it multiple times describes a dedication to excellence. It also describes David Taylor of Century 21 Crown Point. When buying or selling a home in the region, you want to deal with a fixture of the region with a caring approach that has also earned him Best of the Region awards. Add your name to his list of satisfied clients. David Taylor, Century 21 Real Estate. Find out more at davidtaylor.c21.com and start packing.
Ethos Dental Group in Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Stojkovic and Associates utilize the latest in technology. Ethos Dental Group would like to join you in welcoming Dr. Emily Hansen to their team. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake.
Are you a steel hauler? Come work for Area Transportation. You must have a current valid Class A commercial driver's license and at least 1 year of recent verifiable steel hauling experience and at least 2 years of recent verifiable interstate experience operating a commercial motor vehicle.
Hi, I'm Amanda, the driver recruiter at Area Transportation, where we pay more because we value our drivers.
Call recruiting at 1-855-400-6939. That's 1-855-400-6939.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
You're watching the Host Connections Halftime Report, brought to you by Host Connections on Kennedy Avenue in Hammond. Visit them on the web at hostconnectionsinc.com. Host Connections, proven under pressure. Along with Josh Huddleston, Jerry Siska back with you here at Viking Field in Valparaiso. Time now for the scoreboard update, and that is brought to you by Strachan Van Til. Strachan Van Til, your local grocer with over 89 years of heritage. Right here, it's the Vikings 21, the Wolves 14 at the half. Here's other scores. Hobart 35, Culver Academy 6. That's at halftime. Crown Point 21, Lake Central 7. That at halftime. In the second quarter, Chesterton 28, LaPorte 6. In the second quarter, Hanover Central 21, River Forest 7. Second quarter, Munster 14, Morton 8. At the half, Kankakee Valley 20, North Newton 0. At the half, Whiting 14, Calumet 6. Second quarter, South Newton 20, Lake Station 8. Second quarter, Andrean 41, East Chicago Central nothing. Halftime, Maryville 21, Portage 6. And in the second quarter, it's Highland 29, Hammond Central 12. So there's your update. Brought to you by Strachan Van Til. Shop online for delivery or curbside pickup at strachanvantil.com. And you can follow all of tonight's Regent football scores live on the Strachan Van Til Hometown Scoreboard. It's streaming on facebook.com/Regent Sports and regentsports.com. Strachan Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Both teams back on the field preparing for the second half. So that'll do it for the Host Connections Halftime Report. It's been brought to you by Host Connections on Kennedy Avenue in Hammond. Visit them on the web at hostconnectionsinc.com. Host Connections, proven under pressure. One more quick break. Josh and I back with third quarter action after this. Vikings 21, Wolves 14. You're watching Game Night on the Regent Sports Network, the only game in town.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake.
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
We want to thank Toyota of Maryville for sponsoring high school football right here on the Regent Sports Network. And when you're looking for your next new or pre-owned vehicle, visit Toyota of Maryville. Toyota of Maryville, we make it easy. along with Josh Huddleston. Jerry Siska back with you here at Valparaiso High School. It'll be Viking football to begin the third quarter. They lead this one 21-14. Brandon Root on the camera of the press box, on the roof of the press box with the camera. Nate Ramian on production here on site. That's your Region Sports Network crew here tonight. Brandon, just put your hand in front of the camera and wave to the crowd, please. Nah, he's not doing it. All right. Well, Brandon's up there doing a great job, as always. So Viking football to begin this third quarter of play.
I am looking for the Valpo Vikings to come out and establish a running game with Hayden Vineyard and see if they can get him going. Shorten the game a little bit, have a nice long drive if I'm Valpo, take 7-8 minutes off the clock and punch one in. That would be an ideal situation for the Valpo Vikings.
So we are set to get the second half underway. Vineyard and Schaefer are deep, standing around the 3-yard line. Here's the approach and the boot. Vineyard's going to come up and fumbles it, but able to recover it at the 24-yard line. So that is where Valparaiso will begin. 1st and 10 at their own 24. And Vineyard and Schaefer stay right by each other. I saw this on the punts. They did it on that kickoff, and that was part of it because Vineyard was here to the right and had to run all the way to the left, and then the kick came up a little short on top of it. They're trying to switch spots as the kicker's approaching the ball and anticipate a kick towards Schaefer and get Vineyard in that spot instead.
Absolutely, that's exactly what they're trying to do.
So here's Lockhart. Got to hand it off on this first down play. Vineyard has it.
Michigan City has said he's going to get the ball enough in the backfield. We don't need to kick it to him.
28-yard line. So 4 on that pickup for Vineyard.
Right on cue, Jerry, they came out and they went to the workhorse Vineyard on that right up the middle.
Vineyard, Schaefer, Lockhart, Vo. That's about the only names we've been calling on offense so far tonight for Valparaiso. Schaefer's in motion. Lockhart in the shotgun, as he has been all evening. He's going to run option with Vineyard. He's going to pitch. Vineyard looking for room up the left side. He'll get to the 31. The gain is only going to be about 3 yards, and it's going to bring up third down for the Vikings.
They had success on that option play a number of times in the first half, and it doesn't surprise me that they went back to it. Lockhart's a dangerous runner, so is Vineyard, so those two guys on an option and kind of pick your poison. That's what the Valpo Vikings are saying.
It was Vineyard for 4, Vineyard for 3. Valpo needs 3. They throwing the ball or pitching it to rock the Vineyard again.
I think they're going to run a power run with Lockhart.
We're very early in the third, 10:35 remaining. Ricky Hall comes all the way over here to the right side, and Valparaiso didn't like what they saw. Bill Marshall takes the timeout. That's their first of the half.
There's an early timeout coming out of halftime.
Are you looking to make a difference? Then become a part of the Fit Body Workout Difference. Check out Valparaiso Fit Body Boot Camp and sign up for the upcoming 6-week challenge. You can do that online at fitbodybootcamp.com/9617-Valparaiso-IN. Registration ends September 15th. Stay with Region Sports after the game as we send it back to the Centier Bank studio. Nathan Laird and Mike Byer will be on hand to recap all of tonight's action from around the region.
I'm looking at a power run here from the quarterback.
And you called it. Lockhart keeps. He's not going to get there. A couple of yards. He's about a yard short there, Josh. It'll be 4th and 1, so Michigan City able to make the stomp on this opening possession for Valpo in the second half.
Such a short yardage situation. I wonder if they try to draw him off sides here. They're going to punt it away.
They have the punt team on, so. So Simmons and Hart deep for Michigan City. Fair catch being waved for. And caught. Having to backpedal quite a bit to get that one. Simmons able to reel it in. And Michigan City will start the second half at the 25-yard line.
That was quite the hang time on that punt. I'll tell you what, it's extremely challenging for anyone to catch a punt. That hang time is hanging up there. You got defenders running at you. It is a challenge.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Company's proud to recognize the superheroes on the football field. We have a flag. We have a flag on the play. And
I wonder if the flag was for when he fell on him after he caught it.
Could be. It's a 15-yard walk-off against Valpo, so that's going to move the ball to the. That's going to move Michigan City to the 40-yard line. That was a 15-yard flag. I didn't see a flag on the field. It's a handoff.
Michigan City's going to have to establish a running game here. The corners for Valpo are playing 10 to 12 yards off, and now they have a safety over the top as well. They are going to not give up the big play here.
That was Woodard with the carry. The pickup is 3, 2nd and 7 for the Wolves. 9:20 remaining in the third quarter. Bush going to fake the handoff and keep. He's going to get to around the 45-yard line. So just a pickup of a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They're in a little jet sweep motion. Try to throw the linebackers off. Valpo had looked like a double A gap blitz there and ran right into the teeth of the Valpo defense.
So 3rd and 5 for Michigan City. They sit at their own 45-yard line. Early third quarter, 21-14, Valparaiso. Woodard in the backfield again. Man in motion. Bush fakes, fires, catch made. This is going to be for first down and more. Into Valpo territory. That's Laurent with the football. Bounces off a few tacklers, gets all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Jerry, when you have success going up top for the deep ball, the DBs have to respect that by giving coverage. And they gave up 10 yards. They hit a quick hitch, and Laurent did the rest on the ground there.
Let's see, that's a 36 plus 5. That's a 41-yard pass play to Gio Laurent. And it gives Michigan City a first down at the 14-yard line. First down Michigan City, man in motion. Gets the handoff on the jet sweep. And that is Hart. Hart to the 10. Picks up 4.
Jerry, these offenses run a similar offense. Jet sweep, motion, out of the shotgun, power running out of the shotgun. So this is pretty impressive. This is a pretty complex offense for some high school teams.
Hart's been in motion a lot tonight. That's the first time he's actually been given the football. He's got a catch in the game. So Woodard's in the backfield again. They got 2 receivers short side, but they're going to put a man in motion. Woodard's going to get the football and go up the gut and gets to about the 5. Keel Woodward.
Give credit to the safety from Valpo. He came up and there was quite the collision right there at that 5-yard line.
Nikhil Woodard, 5 yards on the pickup. 3rd down, 3rd and 1. Right up the gut and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tyler Bush with the keeper there. That's one of those calls that the quarterback comes in. We talked about it earlier where they just kind of call it a goose and go, and you kind of just bump the center, and he snaps the ball, and you're off to the races. And that's
Bush pushed it right into the end zone up the gut, 5 yards out. Michigan City within 1.
That's a tough play to defend, Jerry.
Kick is up. The kick is good. And with 6:32 remaining in the third quarter, we have a brand new game. It's now Valparaiso 21, Michigan City 21. Let's take a break. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Today's coverage is brought to you in part by Centier Bank. With branches across Northwest Indiana, Centier Bank is a proud member of communities throughout the region, and they stand firmly behind their not-for-sale commitment. To learn more about how Centier Bank provides wow banking and investment experiences in Northwest Indiana, visit them online at Centier.com.
Stay with us after the game when we'll name the play of the game, presented by IKORCC. IKORCC, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. Training, professionalism, and partnership for economic development.
That was a great drive by Michigan City. They mixed it up, a little run and pass. They had the big 42-yard reception, but they had the Valpo Vikings defense on their heels there with the running and the passing.
Andrew Oleksiak to kick off after making that PAT after the score. Ball goes out of bounds. Valpo will get it at the 35 on the procedure call.
There's a flag on the field. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 35-yard line.
6:32 remaining. Been a pretty quick third quarter, Josh. We're halfway through it already.
2 drives. They kept the ball going on with some runs. Eats up a lot of the clock. And we got a brand new ball game.
We sure do. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the Game. Brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing on the web at greatlakesroof.com. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Valpo. Lockhart claps the hands. That puts a man in motion, takes the snap. Lockhart just going to keep and look for some room on the left side. He's got the 40, 45. He's got a first down out of bounds around the 47-yard line. And that'll be first down yardage for Valparaiso.
Straight quarterback keep around the left edge. They showed motion. They brought a guy in motion, got the defense to switch, and then came back. I tell you, when you have a running quarterback, you truly can play 11 on 11, and it adds a degree of difficulty for the defense, and we're seeing it right there.
And you say play 11 on 11. That pickup was for 11 and a first down. First down for the Vikings. Man in motion once again, coming here to the wide side right. Lockhart drops back, looks, fired. Catch made at midfield. That's Vo on the catch. Tom Vo, his first catch of the night. He's going to put the ball right about the 48.
Once again, Valpo with some motion. They ran a swing route out, which made the linebacker flow out, and number 11 Vo just found right in the hole in the zone.
6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4 for the Vikings. Man in motion once again, it's Rodriguez. Now Rodriguez comes back to the right. Right back where he started. And Vineyard gets the handoff. No place to go on that left side. He did get a couple of yards to about the 40. It looks like they might give him the 45. Yes. So it's pickups 3. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Boy, just no running room for Vineyard out of the rushing game tonight. He made something happen on that 53-yard touchdown pass and then run.
Michigan City's committed to stopping the run. They got the defensive line really playing well, and they've made a commitment. They're inviting Valpo to pass.
Injury on the field for Michigan City. We're going to take a quick break. 21-21 tie. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Did you know?
Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait.
Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week.
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party.
Did you know?
they have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area?
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strack and Van Til. Now you know.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
Along with Josh Huddleston, Jerry Siska back with you here at Valparaiso. That was Elijah Robinson, and it looked like there was a cramp that they were working on. He walks off to the sideline under his own power. That's good to see. 3rd and 1 for Valparaiso. They are at the Michigan City 45 with 5:22 remaining in the third quarter. This game tied at 21. Here's jet sweep. It's going to be for a first down. Schaefer on the carry to the 37.
That is a touchdown-saving tackle for the linebacker from Michigan City there.
8 yards for Schaefer. First down, Valparaiso.
That jet sweep hits so quick. It's so hard to defend. He cut it up, and luckily there was a tackle by that middle linebacker, else it was off to the races for Schaefer there. And he is fast.
Very, yes. He hit that hole in a hurry. In motion, Rodriguez. He's going to go to the end of the line right. And then Vineyard's going to go back to the left. Has some running room. He has another first down. Down to the 22-yard line. That's 15 yards on that carry. That's his biggest rushing play of the evening for Hayden Vineyard.
Credit to the Valpo coaches. They have not gone away from it. They pound it and pound it and pound it, and eventually he's going to break one.
Football kind of rests between the 22 and 21-yard lines as we're down to 4:20 here in this third quarter. Lockhart going to run option with Vineyard, and he's going to pitch. Vineyard nowhere to go. There were 4 Michigan City Wolf players there to stop him. He's going to lose a yard. Well, he's going to, no gain is what that play is going to be. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Jerry, these receivers for Valpo, they run, they catch, and they block extremely well.
I would like to see on one of those option plays. Lockhart's reading it okay, but you see how many defenders there are committed, and they're shutting off Vineyard. To do just a fake with that arm and bring it back and cut it up, see if he can get the man closest to him, bite, and find a way just to the left of him to cut. Lockhart going to throw it out and dropped. Vineyard, the intended receiver. Swing passes are tough, especially when the man's in motion. Incomplete, and it is 3rd down.
They've ran that play as a decoy a couple times, and that time they actually threw the swing route. We have another, looks like another cramp over here in the end zone.
Like a Viking player down with the cramp this time. So we'll take this opportunity with the score tied at 21 and 3:26 remaining in this third quarter. We'll take the opportunity to thank Toyota of Maryville for sponsoring high school football right here on the Region Sports Network. And when you're looking for your next new or pre-owned vehicle, visit Toyota of Maryville. Toyota of Maryville, we make it easy.
I'll tell you, my wife loves the Toyota 4Runners.
Does she?
The back window rolls down, and it is pretty cool.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, Josh, you and I will name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies, who have been with the Region Sports Network for a long time, we truly appreciate you sponsoring high school sports. Crowell Companies, they have offices open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, and Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. And we say thank you to everyone who helps us bring you these games and sponsors high school sports here on the Region Sports Network. Without you, we couldn't bring this to the fans.
They wouldn't get to hear your great play-by-play tonight.
Yeah, that might be the one bad part of the whole thing.
We got a heavyweight fight here on our hands, Jared. It's just exactly what we hoped for.
Nate's going, not fair. They don't get to hear me. Brandon's like, well, they can at least judge my pictures and how I do the camera. They can listen to the announcers. Nate just sits here. Nobody knows who he is.
He's doing a great job over there. 21-21. We are in a...
This is a great game.
It is a great game. It's well coached, well played, relatively clean. We've only had a couple penalties.
And hey, this very possibly is round 1 of 2, because remember, they're both in the same sectional in Class 5A, along with LaPorte and Munster.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
So now we're back to the 3rd down and 10 for Valparaiso as we've sorted everything out. Injured player to the sideline again. 3:26 remaining here in this 3rd quarter. It is. It's not an overly hot night. There's a lot of energy being exerted, and it is still a warm September, late summer night. Cramping, you always see that earlier in the season.
They're playing tough. They are going 100% of the time, and you're going to have that from time to time.
We have a great crowd on hand here tonight. Michigan City's brought a nice fan base with them over here to Valpo, and the Vikings, their side is just full. So Lockhart back, throws it out of the backfield. He's got Vineyard to the 5. He's in. 4th touchdown of the night for Hayden Vineyard. It's one from 22 yards out on the pass play, and Valpo back in front.
That's part of the problem when you sell out to stop the run. No one covered him. He was uncovered down the sideline for a touchdown.
And once he caught the football and turned it up the sideline, nobody was coming from out near the hash over to be able to get there in time to catch him.
It's just a great drawn-up play by the Valpo Vikings.
Tony Johnson with the PAT. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. We're in the 3rd. Valpo 28, Michigan City 21. Back with more. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Stay with us after the game when we'll name the play of the game. That's presented by IKORCC, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. So that's 7 here to the near side. Keenan Tucker. And 15, Simmons over on the far side. Johnson to kick it away. Vikings back in front.
Jay, I tell you, Tyler Bush, the quarterback for Michigan City, is a sophomore. Big game.
Great kick into the end zone. Touchback. Michigan City will start from their own 20.
A sophomore in a DAC matchup, 28-21 in a tight ball game. Pretty impressive. He's played well tonight.
He has played well. Ten of 18, 250 yards. So here come the Wolves. Let's see if they have an answer for the Vikings score. They've done it all evening. Michigan City has not led in this game. It's been a Valpo lead or a tie throughout the night. Running play. Woodard with the carry to the 22.
They ran a little counter there, got the guard out, the jet sweep guy blocking. Had a lot of blockers there, but the Valpo Viking were able to contain the edge there and turn it back in. And only a short game.
They're actually going to give Woodard 3 to the 23-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2:45 remaining in this third quarter. Bush throws, far side, drop. That was Laurent, the intended receiver.
Hit him right in the number, and he wasn't able to haul it in there.
So 3rd down and 7 for Michigan City. What you don't want to do is turn the ball right back over to Valpo. If anything, you need a couple first downs and flip the field.
Absolutely. I tell you, Laurent, he's been catching everything tonight, so that drop is out of character for him.
So trips to the wide side right, one receiver left, one man in the backfield for Michigan City. Bush fires, and that's incomplete. I don't know if there was a mix-up from the young man on the sideline that was supposed to continue to run up the field, or he just overthrew his intended target, who I think was Simmons there. No matter what, it's incomplete and 4th down, and they will give it right back to Valparaiso. They'll do that with 2:32 remaining on the clock during this third quarter.
I think that mix-up was a blessing in disguise there. If he throws that money, it might be picked off by McMillan there. He was flowing pretty hard.
So here's Robinson on to punt. That kick away. Schaefer's going to get away from it. It's a short kick, but it's going to take a Michigan City roll back into Valparaiso territory, and will come to rest at the 42-yard line. But still good field position for the Vikings. They'll begin at the 42, leading this one by 7 with 2:20 remaining in the third quarter.
Jerry, I think that was not their normal punter on that play. I wonder if...
well, remember, Robinson did go out with the cramp.
Yes.
Earlier in this quarter.
They're asking Tyler Bush to do it all tonight.
Oh, is that Tyler to punt it away? A lot of this happens so fast, and some of the angles of the uniforms, it's hard to make out the numbers.
And we are way up here.
Yeah, this is big DAC school. You want a big home side. So yeah, this puts us away from the field a little bit, but this is a beautiful campus here. This is Bo with the catch. Running room 50. He's in Michigan City territory. Down to the 38-yard line. That's a first down for the Vikings.
They have found that nobody is picking up the motion guy or the running back out of the backfield right now. Michigan City has committed so much to stopping the run that they do not have a guy there that's picking up that extra receiver or running back out of the backfield. I'm going to look for them to continue to do that.
43, they get it down to the 38. I'll do the math on how many yards on that play in just a minute. Schaefer's in motion. Schaefer gets the handoff. Gonna lose a yard maybe? Yep, to the 39, he's gonna lose one. So Schaefer -1 on that play. And then let's see, it's 7 and 12. 19 yards on that previous pass play to Thomas Vo.
Valpo's gone to the well, went to the well one too many times on that play. Michigan City was ready for it. I look for them to run a counter off of it or use that as a decoy to do something off of that motion.
2nd and 11 for Valpo. They're at the Michigan City 39, leading by 7. Handoff. Vineyard, some running room. Brought down around the 27-yard line, and that's a first down for the Vikings. That'll be a 12-yard pickup, but wait, there's a flag. This one will come back. It's going to be a holding call against Valparaiso.
It's such a tough block for that right tackle on Valpo. As the running back cuts outside, you're blocking your hole to the inside, which is where the run was supposed to go. Vineyard bounces it outside. The defender tries to go outside, and it's just a tough play for the offensive lineman there.
So we're down to 50 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Ball back to the 50-yard line. Lockhart throws. It's incomplete. That's Schaefer, the intended receiver.
They used Vineyard as a decoy there on a flare route to the flats, and then they tried to throw the slant in behind the linebackers.
Stops the clock at 45 seconds. It brings up 3rd and 22 for the Vikings.
If you're a coach, you got two options. You try to pick up 5-7 yards, make it a manageable 4th down, or you try to get your 3rd and 20 play here, which would probably be a screen play to Vineyard.
Well, they're going to put Vo in motion, going to the wide side left. Lockhart steps back. He's looking to throw it downfield. That's Schaefer, knocked away. That was a terrific job by number 14 there for Michigan City. James Fleming, who was able to recover and get back and knock the ball away for an incomplete pass, 4th down.
The receiver was behind him. He was, if he doesn't make that play, it's a touchdown.
Yes, absolutely.
He was able to get his hand up at the very last second to make that play.
So, it'll force Valpo to punt it away. Here's the boot. Fair catch called for, fumbled, covered up at the 13-yard line. That was Simmons. Simmons, a couple fair catches, had a little difficulty with the football, but able to recover his own fumble. Michigan City, again, poor field position as they will begin at their own 13-yard line as we near the end of the 3rd quarter with the Vikings leading this football game by 7. At the conclusion of tonight's game, Josh and I will name the Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing. Call 886-551-7121 for a free estimate. 30 seconds remaining in the half. The 3rd quarter, excuse me. Bush going to hand it off. That's some running room, and it'll be a 1st down across the 25, and that's Jaden Hart, the ball carrier.
He was finally able to get the perimeter on that play. They've ran it a number of times, that counter with the guard pulls. The defensive end just couldn't wrap him up, and he was able to get to that perimeter and get a nice 10-yard gain there.
Only a 3rd 1st down of this 2nd half for Michigan City. Pickup is 12, and that is how the 3rd quarter will come to an end. So when we come back, it'll be 1st and 10 for Michigan City from their own 25-yard line, trailing Valparaiso by 7. Your score after 3, Vikings 28, Wolves 21. And you're watching Game Night right here in the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Along with Josh Huddleston, Jerry Siskaback with you here at Viking Field, Valparaiso High School. 3 quarters in the books in this DAC showdown. Vikings 28, Wolves 21. Want to acknowledge the other members of the RSN crew here tonight. Brandon Root running the video camera, giving you all of those great pictures, and running the production. That means he's got to keep track of everything we're all doing. It's Nate Ramian. So he's doing a great job. So, 1st and 10 from the 25. That's Laurent on the keeper. He gets a yard to the 26, 2nd and 9.
Every time he comes in the backfield, they do run that read option, and the Viking defenses, they recognize that. The call comes from the sideline, and they come up and shut it down.
And Laurent has done that 4 times. He has only picked up 1 yard on each attempt, to back your point of how ready they are for that play. So now that we're in the 4th quarter, Josh, every possession starts becoming big. You're not going to see the football many more times if you're Michigan City. Bush going to fire downfield for Laurent. He's got it! Laurent goes up and gets it at the Valpo 45-yard line.
Great pitch and catch. He ran a post route. He got right between the safety and the corner and was able to come down with it. What a catch.
29 yards on that play. And a first down.
If you're the DB, you kind of tip your cap on that play.
Yeah, he went up and got the football. It was played well by the defensive back. Here's Hart with the football. As he's in the backfield, he gets to the 40.
They're starting to have success on that counter play where the defensive end's crashing down real hard, and he's able to get to the perimeter on those plays, and they've had some success. When they went to that heavy formation, Valpo brought the safety back down into the box.
It's a second and a long 5 after that 5-yard pickup. Bush wants to throw. He's looking for Laurent. He overthrows him. Some kind of miscommunication there. I think Bush expected Laurent to start kind of running a fly down the sideline there, and he was looking for something a little shorter.
He ran a double move there, Jerry, and the pressure from the Viking defense made him get rid of that ball a little sooner than he wanted to. Valpo has, they realize Laurent is the threat. The linebacker is flying out to take away the hitch, and the corner is giving a lot of cushion.
So that will bring up third down now. Third and a long 5. Man in motion. Bush fakes the handoff and keeps, and he's going to have a first down as he bulls his way across the 35-yard line near the 34.
They brought Laurent back in the backfield, and he had some success there. They ran that, once again, read option, and he was able to pick up the first down.
At the Viking 35.
Give him 35, so that's 5 that time for Laurent. First and 10, Michigan City. Is that Woodard, the ball carrier?
The jet sweep, he had nothing. He had to turn it up there. There was no option but to turn it up. As this game progresses, we're seeing both defenses sell out to stop that jet sweep. Both teams had success early on, and they've both made a commitment to stop that.
We're approaching the 9-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Woodard in the backfield. Here comes Hart through. Nothing there. Bush looking for Simmons. No, incomplete.
I just wonder how Bush, sophomore, late in the game, big DAC matchup, if his energy's not getting the best of him right now. He's missed a overthrown in the last couple throws. Sometimes coach got to talk him down and calm him down.
So now it's third and 11. 8:53 remaining in the ball game. Simmons in motion. Bush going downfield. Was intercepted, but I think we may get a pass interference call. That was intended for the tight end, William Buskirk. But he was hit
There is a flag on the field.
before the football got there.
No, 16, I think. 16 is who intercepted it. Pass interference against the Vikings.
Jerry, that's the first time we've seen him run that play. They ran a flood route to the right. They had the back leak out to the flats. The tight end ran a corner route. Valpo was all over that. And he just ran right into him.
He did. And it nullifies a interception that the Vikings had.
It's a big play.
15-yard penalty gives the Wolves first and 10 at the 21-yard line, trailing by 7 here in the fourth. Laurent, the snap is high. You got a flag. Legal procedure. 5-yard walk-off against the Wolves. I have that as just the first penalty of the second half against Michigan City. So that'll take the football back to the 26-yard line.
This happened to Michigan City earlier in the first half where they got an illegal procedure penalty, and it just gave them enough room to go up and get the ball in the end zone. So
I remember you talking about that, yep.
So this might give them a little more cushion for them to throw that fade route to Laurent or Simmons down here on the near side.
Bush drops back. He's looking to the left, firing it. Incomplete. Incomplete, and that was Jaden Hart, the intended receiver.
They tried to run that fake screen receiver wheel route, and he tried to toe tap on the sideline, but just couldn't haul in the ball.
That was 19 when I took a look at it through the binoculars, Jaden Hart. So second down and 15. We're down to 8 minutes and 39 seconds remaining. Vikings 28, Wolves 21.
This might be a big timeout.
Timeout Michigan City will take one with them. You're watching Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The Centurion Award from Century 21. It represents prestige in real estate. Winning one is an honor. Winning it multiple times describes a dedication to excellence. It also describes David Taylor of Century 21 Crown Point. When buying or selling a home in the region, you want to deal with a fixture of the region with a caring approach that has also earned him Best of the Region awards. Add your name to his list of satisfied clients. David Taylor, Century 21 Real Estate. Find out more at davidtaylor.c21.com and start packing.
I'm Jerry Siska, partner tonight, Josh Huddleston. We're here at Valparaiso High School. Second down, 2nd and 15 for Michigan City, who trails by 7 here in the fourth quarter, 8:39 remaining. Bush going to drop back. He's looking left, firing. Incomplete. We're going to get another pass interference call. Was intended for Hart.
There's a flag on the field.
In the end zone there. Ian Wilson very dejected, but it's going to be a pass interference call.
That's the first time we've seen Michigan City use the slot receiver on a seam. And it was inches away from being completed. There was a pass interference call. It's a tough play.
The ball will be resting at the 13-yard line, so it's a half a distance to the goal penalty. As the ball was at the 26 prior to that play. First and 10 it's going to be it's going to be 2nd and 2, no automatic first down because half the distance, they needed 15 for the first down. Half the distance is only 13, leaves them 2 yards short because they were close enough on the 15-yard. They only give them half the distance. I thought it came with an automatic first down.
It came with an automatic first down.
That's why I do this and not officiate. Hart to the corner. Caught at the 2. That'll be a first down and a first and goal, and that's Laurent with the catch.
Laurent's been tough all night on that out route. Valpo's doing a really good job of trying to get the linebackers out to the flats to cover that underneath route. They're just not getting out there quick enough, and Laurent's having a big game tonight.
That's an 11-yard catch. 8 catches, 144 for Gio Laurent. First and goal, Michigan City from the 2. Woodard gets the football. Pushing toward the goal line.
Woodard up the middle.
And he stopped, and I'll tell you, there were a couple Vikings there, but one young man, Nathan Kraft, where I could see the number, well, Michigan City's in. but Kraft just was from behind, just pulling and battling and fighting with Woodard. But he couldn't keep him out of the end zone. Woodard from 2 yards out brings Michigan City within a point.
Jerry, that was a battle of wills right there. They both, the Viking defense and Michigan City, both wanted that touchdown. They were fighting and fighting. You expect nothing less than a DAC matchup of two heavyweights.
Nope. Alexiak on for the PAT. Slow snap. But Robinson able to get it down. The kick is up. The kick is good. We have just 8 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And this game is all tied. It's the Vikings 28, the Wolves 28. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be back in just a minute. You're watching Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
With Josh Huddleston, Jerry Siska back. Josh, we've got a good one. 28-28, just a little over 8 minutes remaining. This is one of those nights. It's a shame somebody will have to lose.
Absolutely.
And like I said, these two play in the same sectional. A second matchup coming around that first weekend of November. Well, I should say it's sometime during the sectional round, late October, early November, is certainly a distinct possibility. Hit over on the far side as the ball carrier on the kick return brings the football up to the 29-yard line. That was...
Yeah, absolutely. This is a big drive for Valpo. They have to answer here, Jerry. I think that you got to put the ball in 21's hands, Vineyard, and see what he could do here. They've had a lot of success with him out of the backfield. I'd look for them to continue that.
So first down. First down at the 28. Handoff. Running room. First down. Vineyard escapes one tackler. 20, 15, 10, 5, 1 play. Valpo back in front. 72 yards on the touchdown run for Hayden Vineyard. There's not much more to say than that. He had a hole up the middle. He was able to escape the ankle tackle try from one Michigan City defender, and he just outraced all of them to the end zone. Here's Johnson with the PAT. Good. 8 minutes exactly remaining. Valpo 35, Michigan City 28.
Jerry, big-time players make big-time plays, and that's exactly what that was.
You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Today's coverage is brought to you in part by Centier Bank. With branches across Northwest Indiana, Centier Bank is a proud member of communities throughout the region, and they stand firmly behind their not-for-sale commitment. To learn more about how Centier Bank provides wow banking and investment experiences in Northwest Indiana, visit them online at centier.com.
Jerry, I tell you, Vineyard is fast. He was off to the races. Give a lot of credit to that offensive line. They opened up a hole. They've been working hard all night in the trenches and opened the hole, and it was off to the races for Hayden Vineyard.
Was that 5 touchdowns for him tonight?
5 touchdowns. That puts a lot of scoring for Hayden Vineyard.
Not much more to say there.
No, absolutely not.
That was exciting. He has had some really exciting runs in this one.
The fans came alive on that run. I felt the energy in the stadium here.
Sure did. So here's the kick. Still a lot of time. Michigan City only trails by 7. There's still 8 minutes left, and their offense has shown that they have firepower as well. Into the end zone. That's touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Michigan City at the 20.
They just had a long drive and were able to punch it in for a touchdown. They had success both through the air and on the ground. So they got to be feeling pretty confident here. Although they did give up a big play, the momentum has shifted to Valpo. But Michigan City has had success against this defense.
So 1st and 10 now for the Wolves. Nothing there. And Valpo saying that they recovered a fumble down at the bottom of the pile, and they have. That's a huge turnover right there by Michigan City.
Momentum in high school football games is so strange. Valpo had all the momentum. A simple counter play to the running back, and he fumbles. And Valpo is right here knocking on the doorstep.
And after Lockhart fakes the handoff to Schaefer, he keeps it. Left side, knocked out of bounds at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for Valparaiso.
Jerry, if this was basketball, Michigan City would be burning a timeout. That's not quite how it works, but Valpo has all of the momentum here. Straight power run by Logan Lockhart. Was able to get the perimeter there.
What do you get? 5-yard line? That's a 16-yard carry for Lockhart.
And if I was
another first down for Valpo.
Look for him. If I was a betting man, Vineyard the ball here.
Yeah. And it is. He goes up the.
No.
Oh, Lockhart faked it and scores. And Vineyard had a wide open middle on the fake to go in. Lockhart around the right side for the 5-yard touchdown run.
Michigan City sold out to Vineyard, rightfully so. Lockhart kept it on the read option and walked into the end zone untouched.
Kick up and good by Johnson. In 1 minute time, we have gone from a tie game to the Vikings, leading it by 14. 42-28 matches their biggest lead of the night. 7:37 remaining in this one. You're watching Game Night on the Regent Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Toyota of Maryville, we take pride in being a one-stop shop for anything Toyota related. The best part of the Toyota Maryville experience is that we make it easy to do business with us. We have a committed team of professionals that's here to help you do just that. When you come in for service, we will welcome you and have plenty of staff on hand to handle your needs. And if you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, Toyota of Maryville sales team is the best in the business to help you with your buying decision. We practice what we preach. When we say we make it easy, that's exactly what we do.
They beat Michigan City in the first round last year. Back here at Viking Field with Josh Huddleston. Michigan City now, not a lot of time left to climb out of a big hole, trailing by 14.
No, and Valpo's got all the momentum here.
They were fine, but that turnover, that fumble to just give Valpo the ball right back when the momentum was going their way was just absolutely critical.
And it was absolutely a huge play in the game.
And then it was just all Logan Lockhart after that. So the ball kicked out of the end zone. It's a touchback. Michigan City will begin 1st and 10 at the 20.
Couldn't have asked for a better game here. this has been a back and forth battle, high scoring game, and this is what you would see out of two DAC schools.
So, 1st and 10. 7:37 remaining. Bush going to drop back, going to look, going to throw. Catch made on the far side. That's Laurent. He gets to the 27-yard line. That's a 7-yard pickup.
Valpo has gone back to bringing that safety down in the box there on that formation. Now they brought him back out here, so looks like they're playing a little more coverage here as this game wears on.
Bush, just a 3-step drop, looking around, under pressure, has to just get rid of it. It'll be incomplete as it goes out of bounds.
They ran a hitch to that far side, Jerry, and the linebacker was able to undercut the route. Great play by the linebacker, great play by the quarterback. You live to fight another down by throwing it out of bounds.
Absolutely. You cannot afford sacks and loss of down, clock continuing to run. So that will stop the clock with 7:22 remaining. And we have Laurent down. And both teams going to the sideline for a minute, so let's take a break as well. 42-28, Valpo, 7:22 left in this one. You are watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
Back here at Viking Field, Josh Huddleston, Jerry Siska with you. Hope you've enjoyed this one as much as we have.
I'll tell you, Jerry, we have our work cut out for us with the superhero of the game.
No kidding.
The play of the game. There's so many of them that we could choose from.
There's Bush dropping back. He's under all kinds of pressure and going to get the sack. Going to be credited with it is Aiden McNeil, number 33, but he wasn't the first man there, but he was the man who cleaned it up. Ball back to the 15-yard line.
You got to punt this away and play
Loss
defense.
of 12. Second sack of the night on Tyler Bush.
That's a tough play.
Vineyard and Schaefer around their 50-yard line for this punt. Good to see Robinson back in there kicking. He had the cramp earlier. Vikings smart thing, just get out of the way of the football and maintain possession because you've got the 14-point lead. Comes the rest at the Viking 41.
This is where the Vikings wear on you. Kind of pound the run with the 14-point lead. If I'm the Valpo Vikings, I'm in no hurry to get to the line and snap the ball. Try to eat up as much clock as you can and try to milk this one away.
Yep. You see a lot of Vineyard now. Lockhart to Vineyard up the gut, and he's out to midfield. Pick up at 9.
He almost broke that one, Jerry. Right up the middle, the linebacker made a...
I remember at halftime I talked about all those little runs he had. One. He's had a big second half, and he's up to 132 yards in the game.
Just like that.
Yep.
He's a big-time player.
He sure is. Now they're going to put a man in motion. 2nd and 1 for the Vikings. Vineyard going to get it. He has the first down. Fighting his way to the 48-yard line. Plus territory now for Valparaiso. After that 2-yard carry.
1st and 10 for the Vikings at the Michigan City 48.
Valpo with 21 first downs unofficially in the ballgame.
As they are in no hurry to get to the line.
Using all of that play clock. Well, we talked about it earlier. This is a very senior-dominated offensive side of the football. They've been through the wars. Very smart group as Lockhart keeps this time and goes down to the 41. That's a pickup of 7. You can see they have worn down the Michigan City defense at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. That play right there, they send the guy in motion. Someone has to cover him, which left nobody up the middle, and Lockhart took advantage of it there.
It's an 8-yard play, as they're going to say the 40-yard line. 273 yards rushing in this one for Valparaiso. They're pushing the 400-yard mark in total offense. Vineyard has it to the 36.
He runs hard.
He sure does.
He's not a big guy.
No.
But he runs like a big guy.
Mikey Williams.
Hey, he's near the 35. We'll call it that. We'll give him 5. And another first down for Valpo. Down to 4 minutes exactly left in this one. 42-28 Vikings. Vineyard going to get it again. Cut back, found some running room. 25-20, 15-10, 5. That's his 6th touchdown of the night. Hayden Vineyard from 35 yards out.
He is a savvy player. He got behind his offensive lineman, used him as almost a shield. Cut left, cut right, cut left, and cut right again, and went right up the middle for 35 yards.
It was nothing fancy. Great blocking up front by the offensive line, gave him the hole. Then he used his foot speed and the juke moves like you talk about, left, right, and he's in. Johnson's kick is up. A little shaky on that kick, but he got it through, and that's all that matters. 3:42 remaining. It is now Valparaiso 49, Michigan City 28. Back after this, you're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
Stay with Region Sports after the game as we send it back to the Centier Bank studio. Nathan Leard and Mike Byer will be on hand to recap all of tonight's action from around the region. That is the postgame show from the Centier Bank studio. Boy, at the 8.5-minute mark of this fourth, it was a 28 tie. Valpo now finds themselves up by 21. That's a touchback, so Michigan City will start at the 20. This game got away from Michigan City in a hurry.
He had a massive run, a 72-yard run by Hayden Vineyard, which made it 35-28. You turn around and you fumble the ball, you turn it over. Valpo goes down and scores, makes it 42-28. it's tough to come back from that.
Yeah, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we will name the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Crowell Company's proud to recognize the superheroes on the football field. I don't think we're going to have much disagreement on that one when we talk about it during a break. And we have, what, about 12 of his plays for the play of the game?
Absolutely.
Bush going to throw. Catch made. That's Laurent. It's out to the 25.
This game's a lot closer than the score.
Oh, absolutely it is. Most certainly is.
That's the funny thing about high school football is it could change in a hurry.
Yeah, again, like I said, 8.5 minutes left in this one. It was incomplete pass. That was intended for Simmons.
He put that ball right on him. I'll tell you, this sophomore is growing up right before our eyes tonight.
He's played a good game.
3rd and 4 for Michigan City.
3rd and 4 for City.
He's got some through the air. He's had the rushing touchdown up the middle. Tyler Bush has played a tough game.
He's got a bright future because this is a talented Valpo club that he has played very well against tonight. Pass, that's Simmons with the catch, and he's going to have a first down as he gets out to the 35. To be a 9-yard play on that one.
Tackle was made by Nolan Johnson.
It's a great out route throw. That's a tough throw for a high school kid all the way out to the edge.
It is a Wolves first down, 1st and 10 at the 35.
Put a little zip on it, and they're moving. They're driving.
You know, that's 17 first downs for Michigan City in this one. And they have 352 yards of total offense. Pass caught. Laurent. It's across midfield to the 46. 15-4, 19 on that play.
That was an absolute missile by Bush on that play. Hit him right between the numbers on the crossing route, behind the linebacker, in front of the safety.
Got another man down for Michigan City. That's Simmons. Looks like a cramp too, the way he's grabbing the back of his leg. Let's go ahead and take a quick break here with 2:46 remaining. Valpo by 21. You're watching Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake?
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
Along with Josh Huddleston, Jerry Siska back with you here at Valparaiso High School. Final 2:46 of this one, 49-28 in favor of Valparaiso. A lot of receivers to that left side. Bush looking that way. Under pressure, has to get rid of it. And catch is made. Catch made out there by Hart.
That's a veteran throw from a sophomore quarterback.
But it may be coming back. We have a flag.
Simmons, there's the flag on the field.
It's going to be holding on Michigan City.
Correction, Jake Hart made the last catch.
While there was a holding on that penalty, Valpo was in cover 2, and Bush hit the receiver between the corner and the safety. Just an absolute great throw.
So that'll back the football up to the 38-yard line and a 10-yard penalty. Here's Bush dropping back. He's looking. Gets hit as he throws. Nearly intercepted. Reading his eyes, Nathan Kraft, and he was able to get his hands on it. Couldn't catch it. Goes as an incomplete pass for Bush. Down to 2:21. 2nd down and 26.
That was a great play by the defense. Obviously, you expect Michigan City to pass, so the linebackers are able to float into their coverages a little sooner than you would earlier in the game when you would expect Michigan City to kind of mix it up and run. So
right, you got to be honest to the run. Here's a little swing pass, caught out to about the 44-yard line.
Pass complete to Marquil Woodard.
Woodard makes the catch.
That was made by Basamilian along with Aiden McNeil.
It's a big 3rd down here. If I'm Michigan City, I'm gonna try to get. You got to try to get a 1st down and punch one in the end zone here. You've played well all night long, and the score is no indication of how close this game truly.
Oh no, not at all. 3rd and 20. Hart drops back, looks to throw, fires downfield. Incomplete, 4th down.
Tyler Bush's pass intended for Giovanni
It's
Laurent.
intended for Laurent, and it'll be 4th down.
Tyler Burscher on the coverage. 4th and 20 for Michigan City.
That's a good ball again. Great play by the defensive back there. He's in great position. I'll tell you, outside of a couple plays, these DBs for Valpo have played tough all night long.
They have. Michigan City going to go for it. No point in punting it away here. And now delay a game against Michigan City. If they didn't have enough yards to cover, they've got 5 more. Push the ball back to the 39. It took Bush a couple of lines on my stat sheet, so I got to do a little math. But I have him 17 of 33 for 339 yards passing for Tyler Bush, the sophomore. And he's going to add to that. It won't be enough for a 1st down, but Laurent does get to the Valpo 41-yard line. Which means that play covered 20 yards.
And you hear the Valpo faithful coming alive as they know what this means. You're looking ahead for Michigan City. They play Maryville next, Lake Central, Portage, LaPorte. You got a tough schedule ahead for them. Valparaiso plays Chesterton and Crown Point, Maryville. And if you're in green, you love to see this formation, the victory formation.
Oh, yeah.
You get on it and take a knee and
just run that clock out. Just down to 1 minute, 5 seconds, and the Vikings take the victory.
This has been a hard-fought game. Both teams, nothing to hang your head on. They both played well.
They sure did.
Logan Lockhart again takes the knee. The 3rd and 12.
One more kneel down, and that should do it.
Down to 25 seconds, so yes, it will. And Valparaiso is going to walk away from here tonight with the DAC victory. 49-28 over Michigan City. Back with the post game after this. You're watching Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Buckle up, fans.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strack and Van Til. Now you know.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
Along with Josh Huddleston, Jerry Siska back with you here at Valparaiso, where the Vikings improved to 4-0 on the campaign with a 49-28 win over the Michigan City Wolves in a game that was much closer than that final score. This game was tied at 28 with just over 8 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. So Valpo 4-0, 2-0 in the DAC. They'll go to rival Chesterton next week. Michigan City falls to 2-2 on the year and 0-2 in the DAC, and it gets no easier. They'll go home to take on Maryville next Friday night. Let's take a look at some of the quick numbers. Valparaiso, statistically, overall, what a monster offensive night. 310 yards on the ground, 117 through the air, 427 yards of total offense. They had 23 first downs. They did commit 5 penalties in the game for 68 yards. Michigan City, only 40 on the ground, but 359 through the air. They had 399 yards of offense in this one. They had 18 first downs and was penalized 8 times for 70 yards. So we saw a lot of offense in this one. And again, these were two offenses that came into the game piling up a lot of yards and a lot of points. And they still were able to do it against good defenses.
Yeah, we talked in the pregame about what was going to give, and we weren't really sure which direction was going to go, whether the offense or the defense, and it looks like the offenses won out tonight. Tough-fought battle by both sides. It's unfortunate that there had to be a loser on the scoreboard, but I think they're both winners. The coaches are probably talking to their players right now, telling them how good of a game that they both teams had.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at our awards now. I think it's about that time. We'll start with the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies, they have offices open from 9 to 7, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. And our award winner is going to be?
The insurance superhero of the game is Hayden Vineyard, the senior running back. 6 touchdowns, Jerry. 6 touchdowns and $174 on the ground.
So 6 touchdowns, 5 on the ground for that $174 on 22 carries. He had 1 technically through the air, although most of the yards were after the catch. But that was officially a 53-yard touchdown pass. 2 catches for 75. Hayden Vineyard, 6 touchdowns total, and accounted for 249 yards of offense by himself out of Valpo's 427.
We talked at half that he had 25 yards at halftime or 27 yards at halftime. And we had talked about, if I'm Valpo, that's where your offense goes through in the second half, and that's exactly what happened. And big-time players make big-time plays, and that's why he's the insurance superhero of the game.
Hayden Vineyard, your Crowell Company's Lantern Man, superhero of tonight's game. Crowell Company's proud to recognize the superheroes on the football field. We don't want to overlook the game that Logan Lockhart, the quarterback for Valparaiso, had. He had 17 carries for 88 yards, and he was 5 of 11 through the air for 117 yards, which means he was accounting for, I'm going to try to do the math real quick, 205 yards on his part.
Between the two of them, they ate up a large chunk of the Valpo offense tonight.
Unbelievable. So there you have it. Hayden Vineyard, your Crowell Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. Time to name the play of the game, presented by IKORCC, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters.
The play of the game tonight is the 72-yard run by yours truly, Hayden Vineyard. That play put the Vikings up 35-28, and they never looked back after that point.
They did not. It was a fumble and a quick recovery and then another touchdown, and you're right, Valpo never looked back. So that's your play of the game, presented by IKORCC. Learn more at IKORCC.com. Trading professionalism and partnership for economic development. And it's time to name the blue-collar player of the game, brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing. Great Lakes Roofing, Chicagoland's #1 commercial roofing contractor.
Tonight's Great Lakes Roofing blue-collar player of the game is the sophomore quarterback from Michigan City, Tyler Bush.
Phenomenal game.
Yeah, he walked into a big crowd, hostile environment. The crowd was rocking. He threw for 359, 2 touchdowns through the air, and he also had one on the ground.
18 of 34, 259, as you said. So he counted for 3 touchdowns as well in the game. It's just amazing. The athletes that were on this field playing the game tonight, it's just unreal.
His receivers got open a lot. Got to give some credit to Laurent and Hart and Simmons. They did their part tonight too.
Yeah, we don't want to overlook them. First, we'll close out the blue-collar player of the game. It's Tyler Bush, Michigan City. Again, it's brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing on the web at greatlakesroof.com. Laurent, receiving-wise, 12 catches, 196 yards. And Traylon Simmons, 4 catches, 133 yards, including he had that 77-yard touchdown pass reception right before halftime. So a lot of big plays, a lot of good plays. We saw some good defense. We saw a lot of explosive offense. It was just a very, very fun game. And we hope you, the listeners that stayed with us all evening and watched, enjoyed it as much as Josh and I did.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great game. I'll tell you, it was kind of a chess match between the coaches. They started out running kind of a different style of defense, and in the second half they were running a different style of defense as they kind of got the ebbs and flows of the game, and that's kind of how high school football goes. You're unsure how it's going to look and what's going to work, and you make some adjustments at halftime and hope it works.
Absolutely. So that'll wrap up the ball game here. First, some credits to run before we get out of here. Our executive producer is Chris Ramirez. Our coordinating producer is Nathan Laird. Our game producer tonight, Nate Remian. Video, Brandon Root. Athletic director Stacy Adams from here at Valparaiso. Coaches Bill Marshall of Valpo and Phil Mason of Michigan City. Viewers, we want to say thank you to you, those of you that were watching at facebook.com/regionsports and regionsports.com, and we appreciate you spending some of your Friday night with us, enjoying high school football right here on the Region Sports Network. Stay with Region Sports after the game, as we're going to be sending it back to the Centier Bank studio. Nathan Laird and Mike Byer will be on hand to recap all of tonight's action from around the region. So that'll do it. Final score one more time. It was Valparaiso 49 and Michigan City 28. For Josh, for Brandon, for Nate, I'm Jerry. Everyone have a wonderful weekend, and stay tuned for Nate and Mike and the post-game show from the Centier Bank studio.
It's been a pleasure.
It has been fun. Josh, we'll see you again along the way. Take care, everyone, and that'll do it. You've been watching Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.